Oh, it's live. Wow, that's very quick. That is so quick. I was trying to fix something. Wait, I'm live on both. Oh, I don't have the music playing. Okay, I have to fix something real quick. Wait, wait. Okay. Well, there we go. There we go. So that was not working there. Okay, give me 1 second. I realize I don't have music playing, which I should have that for those watching on a certain TikTok platform. Now, today we're going to be doing some... Oh, I have this...
Okay.
Oh, you could probably... Love you could hear my... What was that? Miller Indices video I was watching. Yeah, they were going to be doing some rating grind. I haven't done it in a little bit. I'm supposed to do it more often. I just don't like doing it when I'm not really practicing, but I'm like, I've been doing it a little more today. What's going on, Jeff? Alright, oh, and I need to pull up one more thing, and then I can get started. I have to pull up the link. Thank you for filling that out, man. I pull up the link so I can pin it here, actually, in the chat. You'll think I had all this done. All of this just came to mind as soon as I started streaming. Like, before I began, it wasn't on my mind whatsoever to have this stuff. Okay. Here, here, here. Okay. I guess I can low-key just pull it up here. Yeah. Sorry. This is some... I know this is boring. I have to put this here. Oops. Okay. And then pin it here. I can't pin it. Okay. That's great. Let's go here and try and pin it. But yeah, I'll have some rated games going on in like 2 minutes. Or maybe 1 minute. Hopefully it won't even take that long. Let me go here, here. Okay. Mute this. Yeah, I don't even know if we'll be able to do it. Because right now I only have 2 rating ranges. Maybe 3. I think 3. I can't pin the message, though. For some reason. There we... Okay, I don't know why it was there for that long. Okay. Whatever. It should be set up now. Let me know if you can see that, Jeff. And yeah, I can get started. I don't know if I really have to warm up that much. Am I doing a tournament? No, not today, Eli. Well, maybe. I'm going to be on for about 3 hours, so if, with an hour left, if we want to do a tournament, we could do that. You know, but I don't anticipate doing that. I'll probably have tournaments again Monday. They're doing some rated rapid play. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm going to take this off. Oh, quick announcement. So I guess I can announce 3 things. So the first one is I have 2 events next week. So next week I am playing another streamer in an event to First to 30 Bullet. If you want to watch that, at 12 p.m. Thursday Eastern Standard Time. And then the following day, it'll be a chess science experiment I'm trying to host. There's an equation of how good you're supposed to do against certain ratings at your rating. We're going to see how close I get to the expected. So yeah, if you want to participate, it's there in my my link tree wherever you're watching it, and it's there in the notes, or it pinned in the YouTube and the other chat. Not TikTok, is I can't put it there. But it is in the link tree if you want to participate. And the last thing is I guess I'm not a partner. I'm an affiliate league with chess.com now. So if you pay for chess.com and you want to support, like obviously you don't start paying it now, but you can click on my link and then I'll get a commission from it. And nothing changes on your end if you want to support. That's also in the link tree. But yeah, and now we can go back to the chess. So we played at London. So far, nothing I haven't seen before. This is very basic. I've seen all this before. Yeah, we've gone here to d3. We're hitting their bishop. The queen can slide to c2 as well. Looking to take on f5. I wonder if they take it. That'd be so boring to play in a rapid game. Like, I do that in Bullet and it's boring. And Blitz it's boring. But yeah, yeah. Alright. And there too. If they do that, they just want an end game. We can just draw the game. But I don't know. We're up on time. They don't go for that. Let's go here. And then we can castle next turn. Next turn, I'm going to get my king out the center. Let's see. Something to watch. I'm up a minute. Now in Rapid, it doesn't matter as much, but I am playing 10-0, so like it could end up mattering. Okay, usually you're not supposed to do this, but since they're going to let me get in E4, I have to take it, right? I have to go and get space before, yeah, here, knight takes. And they can't hit my queen with the knight going anywhere, so now we're going to castle next turn. But what I did by doing that is I stopped them from going for the E5 break. I was expecting them to play E5. E5 must be better. Yeah, this E5 has to be right. But they go back, and so this might be an inaccuracy. They're not going to lose the game because of it. Do I trade the queens? I feel like... No, because if you just take and then pawn takes, only advantage I have somewhat is I have a more advanced pawn, right? I have this D pawn, but then C5 is quite fast. So, like, if you go queen back and then C5 and take queen over castle, like, what's the point then? But I have no desire for a quick draw. Like, it doesn't. I don't get anything from that. I want to try and prove. I'm going to try and win an endgame. And I might lose the endgame, but I'm okay with that. We're going to go for a castle, though, and bring our rook towards the center. And now their queen is better spaced. I imagine C5. That has to be their idea. They were thinking, okay, if they take just an equal endgame, they're like, maybe one of us wins. It's definitely a higher draw chance with the queens on the board still. Like, easier for one of us to get an attack. But with the queens off in that endgame, that's a pretty... Like, we should draw it. I don't think we would have drawn it, because we're just not, like... We're not superstars. Like, it's still not a guarantee just because it's a draw and the engine. And the knight here at F4. I was debating if I could go G3, but to me that just seems unnecessary. They bring their knight, and I'll just bring my queen forward. Here. Now, I could go for the queen trade once I get better situated, and I'll have a file after, but I don't want to go for it just yet. Okay, here. There's no checkmate. There's no take. They just have to go here or go back. I'm guessing they'll go G5, though, to be honest. I don't think they played this just to go back here. I appreciate the likes there from Jonathan. Almost at 500 likes. But I just can't imagine their idea was to go back knight to G6. I'm expecting G5 here. I'm already showing a quickness on the clock in comparison to them. Now, that's nothing to do with the actual chess being played, so it's important to note that. But at least we see I have some advantage, whether it be on the clock, which is part of the game, or on the board. I'm up 2 minutes. Now, I'm still going to try and outplay them on the chess board, but we at least have, you know, something to work with in terms of advantage, although the position's just very dry. The queen is here on E3. I'm looking to go rook here to E1 probably, and then go here. Something along those lines. Oh, if they keep the knight there, the knight's free, but I don't think they'll do that. See, they're taking some time here. I'm confused why they went there without a plan. You would think you go here with the intention of just playing aggressive and going, yeah. So you wouldn't do that unless you go for that, and this is actually exactly what happens there. Okay. So now I am thinking of just going rook over. Right? The idea here is I'm trying to go here. Now, in this line, it's kind of interesting. They could take, and then you could take back here. So you would actually exchange everything. So I'm debating if I just want to go here. Oh, no, you can't go there. Well, you get checkmated. Okay. This is more interesting than I thought. Maybe king here to H2. That would work. So then the king could just take back. But rook here regardless makes sense to me. There's no knight take. They're looking at this. They might just go F5 or H5. There's just no way they keep the G5 pawn, but they slide the queen over. I'll say that move confuses me a little. Okay. I think now I should go for this. Because if you go up... So say... Okay. How do I explain this? Like now, yeah, just here makes sense. Because my idea is I want to be able to push this without check, or even if I don't push there's no worry of the knight being unguarded. So king here to H, I think would work out good. King H2. What's going on? Fair the test? Oh. I don't think it went that good, if I'm being honest. I don't think it was one of my better ones. But we move. We move. It's not... I don't think I failed it, but I don't think I aced it, I'll say. And they guard... So they drop a pawn here. Oh, no. I guess they don't. I get it. Because if you just go here, what I missed is that they just take that and there's checkmate in 2. I was like, they're just dropping this. They're setting up a trap. So now the question is, do I go for g5 and move the queen back? But then you can never hit the knight. I could go here forcing off the queen. Unless they go back over. But why would they do that? Yeah, I'll do this. Now I do just kind of want the queen gone. The only thing with this, take, there's a fork. I guess you could take... So now I'm considering going here first. But then if you wait too long, can you even trade it off anymore? I think we have to find a balance, and I'm going to go here first. And then if they happen to get in, they get in. Let's see. I've been getting into several times, struggle and rap today. That's what I'm talking about. What's the rapid ranks in it right now? 400 rated. Can we play after this game? Just want to keep... Yeah, so I'm just going to keep it as just playing rated because if I say once... Wow. If I say yes to one person, I feel like I'd have to say yes to everyone. I want to just try and keep those type of games for the viewer tournament days. But I do play people quite frequently, though. Out for the viewer tourneys. But yeah, we're here hitting the queen. I'll have that again either Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure. What's going on, D Square? Man, I'm glad you're in the stream. Do you have another weekly tournament match yet? And then if you can see the pin, I'm having a couple events. I'll say a lot of times this stream, so if you're here for a while, you'll hear it a lot. I have 2 events and an announcement. So next Thursday, I'm playing another streamer and a first to 30 match in Bullet, and that's gonna be Thursday at 12 p.m. EST. And then the next day, I'm trying to put together an event. I don't know if I have enough players right now. We don't, but the idea is to do a chess science experiment. If there's an equation of how good you're supposed to do against certain opponents, and I have it, and I have like the expected wins, and oh, hold on one second, my mom's calling. Hold on. Hey, mom, okay. But yeah, the idea is to I'm trying to do 1,000 to 2,000 for the first iteration of it, and then I'll try to do 2,000 to 3,000 on the second iteration of it, and I'll do 10 games of Bullet against each opponent. So a lot of games, but I'm excited for that if we can get enough players. And then the last thing, I got an affiliate link on chess.com, so if you already pay for it, that is a free way to support if you use my link. Let's see. Alright, in the game, they trade queens, the rook slides back over. Let's go rook here. I want to stop the knight sliding again, and they were looking to go g3. Let's see. What's going on, Southern? Certain time, what, 0.5 seconds. Okay, I see you, Jeff. Let's see. Got canceled. Okay. Do you know what rating range you're playing? Like, do you have an opponent set yet for the next one? And then, yeah, Southern, I will have a 2,000 plus one. Rob is commentating, and we're both kind of thinking he doesn't want to commentate that much, and I don't want to play that much. So we're both like, yeah, let's just do it separately. We'll have like the 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 3,000. So like, I don't want to play 200 games. Like, I'm doing 110, I think, is the math. And then Jonathan, appreciate these likes. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that much more. I wonder why they don't go knight in instantly, if I'm being honest. Like, maybe it doesn't work, but it seems like you would. It felt like their playstyle, honestly. King here. Oh, then you can rotate the knight around. That'd be nice. And this g3 move is really helpful, right? Because now they can't ever get to this very nice f4 square. Now b5 they might play here, but either way I get a way to get this to the square. Or you can't get to this square. You'd go here to here or here to here. But both are good knight jumps, I feel like. This one's clearly better, right? But if they go b5 stopping it, I still have a nice jump to make there. Let's see. Fair, you're basically right there. They hit the rook. Interesting. Huh. Is their idea... Their idea might be to go to f4. I think you could go up, though. There's a fork here. Yeah, this is there. I thought so. That feels like that's wrong, though. Because now what? Rook takes... Pawn takes. They still wouldn't be able to slide in. So it's... Okay, I take. They take. And then pawn takes. You still guard f4. I'm not sure I see this one. Now this is super weak. Like, it's a clear... I'm trying to see if I'm missing a tactic, though. I could be missing a tactic. Because it's not like they could embed the pawn. We would just take there on f3. Okay, rook takes pawn. They hit. Like, you're still getting back to this square. I'm not seeing a downfall to taking this. So I'm going to take this here. On g5. If they capture this way. An important difference. Okay, they hit the rook. Okay, just back over, though, right? This was why I was so confused. Because, like, there's no... You can't trap the rook. Sometimes it's like the rook is stuck where it's at. But you can't trap it. Yeah, I mean, this is more than okay. This is kind of what I expected anyways. There's no fork. Like, this is a fork. These are forking squares, but the knight just can't get there. Now, where I put my knight is interesting. Because I do have this check, and now there's no fork anymore, right? There's a check here that I could access. I wonder... Okay, do I go check here? They have to go back. Or do I check here and they go back down, up, and then here trying to remove the king from the pawn? Because here doesn't do anything anymore, and here it's kind of slow. The only thing I could say is here instead, but then you're not hitting the pawn anymore. So let's go here first. Right, and this is kind of what I was expecting. I was saying knight back. I guess you could just move the knight in this way, though. My only thing with that is now rook here. It feels like that may not be worth it to allow that. I gotta rethink that, actually. Because it looks good to win. Maybe because you take with check. That could be... Yeah, you take with check and then go king g2. Okay, that would actually works. So here, if they go here... Oh, no, they can't even go there. That's a fork. Oh, yeah. Well, never mind. That doesn't even work. Let's see. It is rapid. Yes, Gregory. Yep. Let's see. Catch you later, Southern. Thank you for hopping in the stream. I have an opponent. I'm not too worried. I know he's not. He's not that. Well, that's a good feeling. And what you said this is rated, right? What federation is it? Like your country's federation, or is it FIDE? I know I asked, but I don't remember. But yeah, that link there that's pinned. If you want to click on that, has a lot of information. Appreciate likes there from Jonathan. But yeah, we're up some time here. We're looking at that e6 pawn. And they go knight back. Well, now we can... This is great. Take. They don't want to trade. I also would not want to trade. Let's go here, though. Probably go rook here to f8. So it'll be +2 in an endgame. And they go rook here. Rook down. Oh, king g2 would have been... Oh. What are they doing? King g2 would have made more sense, though. I'm not going to lie. And then c4. And then d5. I don't know why they let me do that. That makes it a lot easier. They could have made it a bit more challenging. If they keep the rooks on, I guess low time, easier said than done. Okay, a4. Yeah, GG. Let's review that game. That felt like a high accuracy. I'm guessing like 87%. It says 94.2. That was a great game. Wow. Okay, let's start the review here. Let's see. I appreciate that, Quanell. Let's see. It's chess South Africa. I need to apologize. No, it's good. I try to remember things about like each viewer. I try not to like see like a viewer, right? Like your people. I try to remember. I think I do decent. Like I definitely. Some people say you remember. Like I do not, but I try. But yeah, let's go over this game here. I played bishop f4. Actually, fair. I was thinking about it. I think I'm going to start playing knight f3 if I'm being honest. I think you're correct. I looked at that, and something with my London, I've been playing it c5 is kind of an issue. But I am going to try that. I know this game I forgot, but I will try that out. So thank you for bringing that to my attention again. Yeah, we get the London. I go e3. Knight f3. This I actually know is the best move, which is kind of funny. I just don't like this knight here idea, which happened to me recently. So chess is like a psychological game. Even though I know knight f3 is better, I went for h3 because I just want to go bishop h2 if they hit it. There you go, c3. Another move I didn't want to play, but I was thinking if I go knight f3, then the knight slides in seems... Like, I'm sure you could guard this. Yeah, I just don't want to play this on, what, move 5, and my knight's on a3. And maybe this is nice, yeah, a6, but now there's no square, and you kind of have to rotate back around at some point. I want to avoid that. But yeah, instead, I go for c3 to stop it. The pawn comes forward, knight f3 now, take here. Very boring, but I set around this mark here. I'm up 40 seconds. Make sure you watch it. I ended up winning. Partially, I won on the board, or I didn't win on the board, but time pressure also is a factor there. 3 is basically the only way to play for objective advantage. An IM friend. Ah, yeah. That I will be taking the advice of you and your IM friend. He said, I'm buns. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. But yeah, they took here. Knight takes, queen takes. We're in a pretty equal endgame. And they offer the queen trade. And I decline it. This is the best move. Because, and I said it here, that it would be equal, right? If you take, you believe that? Alright. Well, maybe you're not that bright. That is also possible. But yeah, the queen is here. If the queen takes, it is very equal. And I said it would be equal, but I wanted to try and play for a win. That was my thought process behind it. Not going for the queen trade. But the knight slides here. I castle. Knight here, queen up. The problem is you can't go too far. Right? This becomes an issue. Knight takes, and if you take, then the queen takes here. Let's see. Play the Polish. I don't know if I have it like you, man. I'm not a super sweat. I can't play an offbeat opening and dominate. Let's see. How are you doing today, man? Why don't you review... Are you talking to me, Fair? Is that what you're saying? And also I hit a new rapid peak. 1697, then drop 1640. D-square, I told you. You and someone else on TikTok. I'm telling you guys, your rating is not the right rating. And like, oh, you can go h4. Really? Really? Why can you play h4? Can they not? Why is this winning? Queen slides over here to f5. You go here. Yeah, I didn't see any of this. And I had a high accuracy game. I didn't even see... Yeah, beyond me. I didn't even consider that. I was like, how do I defend? I just go rook here to e1. Or this is not really defend. The idea is that you want to get the file. And I would be okay with trading eventually, right? That would be the idea, to trade. And I have at least something. Because in this other position, my thought was, well, if I take now, then the file's not here. Why can't the queen go in? Do you mean here? Why can't the queen go up? Let's see. Is this your question? And then 1570 rapid, 1570 FIDE rapid. But only 1300 on chess.com. And why would I play much worse online? Any tips? I would say online was weird for me at first too, because I played for years over the board before that. I don't know. With anything, it's just reps. I don't have any. I wish I could tell you more than that, but it's really just a repetition. With the pawn push, okay, let's see. You're saying with h4, then the queen slides here. Are you saying why not queen here? That might be your question. They're saying you're just losing the advantage, that's it. Right there. Yeah, I wish I could be more helpful than that, but I also have the same problem. Like, it just takes some time to get used to it. Queen h2. Queen h2. Okay, here. Queen over, here. Pawn up, knight back. Knight here, queen back. I'm not seeing... Queen h3. Oh, queen h3. Oh, I see your question. I don't know. The knight's here, yeah. The knight's free there. My major is applied engineering sciences. And no problem, D-square. Man, I told you, bro. I told you. Like, the first game like in one game I won against you, like we played 100 moves or something. Like that's not your normal like 11, 1200. And let's see, any tips to get better? Oh, I just saw who sent that. I should be asking you any any tips to get better. Everyone should ask you, not me. Do you have tips as a 2600? But yeah, the queen slid over in this game. I went king to h2. This is wrong. h4 again. Not at all on my radar. I didn't consider h4 once. Such motivation. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I believe. But I've got all about positivity and honesty. Like I'm honestly saying I'm a positive person, but like I wouldn't lie. Like I could tell then. Like especially the what is it that we play? That Petrov line. I feel like you could play that against most players I play against too. Like it seems like very good opening knowledge. And then Priestess, I think. Appreciate the likes. But yeah. I move my king here, missing h4 again. The pawn goes here to f6. I thought that was wrong, which is funny at first, but I realized that there's a maiden too. So I was like, oh, I'm wrong. Yeah, you go here. As I was saying during the game, there's that checkmate. So my instinct was incorrect. Good thing I didn't trust it and I thought about it for a second. See, I spent almost a minute here. I go queen up here. They were offering the exchange, and I go for it. And now I was okay with it. One, it felt like they had a nice attack. And see, like the best move is knight g1. I would never play knight g1. Maybe not never. I do see the idea. You're trying to reroute. But I doubt I would have played it in a rapid. Maybe classical. Actually, I've done something like that in classical. But in rapid, I would have never done that. I go for the queen trade to get rid of their clearly attacking side. Now h5 comes in. And I was worried about, like, if they go here. I guess here wouldn't make any sense. For some reason, I was worried about this. I guess if the queen's not here, and I want to go rook ad1 first so the knight can't slide in. Now I was worried about this move. Because now, like, oh, you go knight here. Okay. See, another defensive move I didn't consider. If I do what I was thinking, is this now wrong? Yeah, this is wrong. Okay, I'm right. I knew it didn't seem like I could take that. And I missed knight h4. And my idea with the rook over so the knight can't slide in after the queen trade. But I thought about it, and there's some positions I play where I just wait too long, if that makes sense, to make a particular move. So I was like, let me just get the queens off, even though I'm giving up this knight, this d3 square. So they take, rook takes, rook slides over, rook here. I'm not sure why this isn't the best move. Oh, it is. Okay, that would say this, I missed that this is the best move. This I thought was by far the best move. And you kind of just have to give one of them up. I would have taken first, but you want to guard this, and then here. Is that the line? No, you're not even supposed to take that. Yeah, you have to go back first. Yeah, this is why I was a little bit worried and considered going rook ad1 before I did this, but I just couldn't justify allowing g4, because now g4 is just not as much of a sting. But yeah, let's see. When I trade queens to play g3, oh, you might be right. Fair. I think it is to play, yeah. Here, and then you hit, let's see, here, is it g3 instead of knight? No, it's knight here. But they both make sense, though. I see your idea. Just to get the knight out the way. Then I missed. How long streaming for today? I'll be on another 2.5 hours, so I'll be off around 9 today. And Bullet Chess Girl, what's going on? Thank you for those likes. I know I won't say it the whole stream, but I gotta say it at least once. And then, why not trade queens and double the pawns? They end up trading queens. Did I miss another time? Yeah, as soon as I go for it, they trade. Alright, but we slide over here. Pawn goes here to c6. I go here hitting the knight. Again with the h4. I just was not tapped in for h4. This is why I'm not at like 97%. I missed this on like 5 different moves. Didn't even cross my mind. It makes sense looking at it. But during the game, I'm like, let me just hit the knight so they can never go here. Because right now, say you go a4, right? Like something I usually play. I don't think you could play it. But it's like you're always guarding that square. Like if you slide over, the knight slides in. So I like the idea of kicking the knight back. And the good thing about this initiative, it's like it's a permanent thing, right? They permanently can't go to f4 because of this g3 move. I slide over here. King g2 is better, which is kind of funny the computer has that foresight, because for those who are watching this part live, I was saying I should have gone king g2, and they're saying that's like 10 moves later, and the computer's like, oh, king g2 on move 22, and I needed it on move 32. That's pretty crazy. But I go rook de1, the king slides, knight d2. They lift. I was confused by this. I get why, and I consider rook e2 and rook e5. Honestly, I like just submitting it so they can never push. It's not a good reason, but that's why I do that versus going back. And I couldn't tell the difference, so I just go here. There's no space between the pawn and the rook. And they push up. And I spend almost a minute here, because I was just confused what the idea was. And I thought it is just free. Now, knight here is better. I didn't consider knight here for that long. Well, I see the fork idea. Well, actually, I did consider it. I just thought rook over. And I must have missed something. You can... Oh. Yeah, you can still take it. I was like, if they go here, they guard it, and you don't get the fork. But it's still just a free pawn. But instead, I take this, which is still winning. They go up. I slide back. Another knight move in. I didn't go for. And this one is a pretty big miss, right? Because now I could have just went here. No, you're not supposed to go. Oh, yeah, here. I guess they come back up. And you go g5. Well, I didn't convert it perfectly. I go back over, take. This, I will say, is important. Because king going here has to be, like, a huge mistake. Yeah. Here you lose all your advantage. Because the rook slides over. And now this knight f4. That truly is just a great square for the knight. I have fun. I do enjoy explaining the game. I will say, like, that's how I started making videos. It was just me voicing over games. So I really could yap for like an hour per game, even though it's only 10 minutes. I just like talking about it. But yeah, the rook slides up. I give the check. Knight slides here to g5. We're looking here, and this is when I knew the game was over. I thought it was over here, but this is where I was like, oh yeah, they just can't do anything at all. And once the knight's back, you can force some exchanges. Now, this is where I said that, yeah, king g2, it makes more sense than what I did. Because now there's the idea of maybe them getting in, but it ends up not happening. Take, rook up. No, and even here now, it makes more sense, right? Because what I did, it allows rook f1, which is still fine. I just expected it. I just want to go a3. But I could have stopped it by going king d. This is even an accuracy, whatever. But is it king, rook here? Oh, yeah, I guess you win that and guard that. But I wasn't there. I was just going to go a3 probably next turn. But in the game, they do this. And this is where I set the low time probably came into factor. Because I'm sure 2250, they knew that you're not supposed to trade off the rook. But they don't have that much time to make a choice. They just go for this. And now it's pretty simple. You just have to get in the center. I wonder if they go here. Yeah, I considered going c4. But I didn't go for it. Like, here you can go c4. I was like, I know they can't get in, but I thought just getting my king here was fine. But yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. A lot of good moves. And after a4, it's zugzwang in a way. I don't know if it's Zug. I guess it is zugzwang. They want to just stay here and guard this forever. Or they can keep their king here, their pawn here, their pawn here, here. I mean, they're still losing, but at least you could see. No, I guess it's still losing. But imagine there's a blockade. This is the problem. The king has to move, which is why they resign. They go back, and then you just slide. And you go take that, or you push this. Like, whatever you do would probably work there. But yeah, that's the first game. I spent a while on that review, but I don't know. It's fun to go over them. Go to this next one here. Get white again. Let's see. What's going on, Ryan? Not little bro, though. Not little bro. But what's going on, man? Let's go knight f3 first. We're going to follow some advice we were given. Let's go knight f3 first. I gotta figure out the exact reasoning why, but we're gonna go for it. Let's go. I wonder, though, with here first, now knight here. Okay, I do have to. Maybe I should have put this in the engine first. I'll have to go with that engine after this to see. Because now, like, here they go knight here. And that does not seem correct. But then going h3 also seems a bit slow. Huh. On move 2, I'm stuck. Alright, I mean, I guess if we trade off the bishop, fine. I'll look up after this game what you're supposed to do. Like, here we just go back, fine. They don't go for it, though. Alright, now they can't go for it. And we're going to go here to e3. Don't want to move the knight, because then... Well, I guess it doesn't fall right now, but I'm going to move the bishop here to e2 or d3. The knight slides in. Okay, I have the knight slide in. Probably d3 now. And they're moving faster than my last opponent. You can already see the difference between them. Last game, I was up on time instantly. Alright, they go to f5. Huh. They got an interesting attack going on. I'll take the knight. If pawn takes, I'm willing to see what that's about. Because if you go knight back in here and here, I guess they could go d5. I don't know. It seems like their king's not that safe, though. Like, take and then here. And they take with the bishop. I was wondering, can you taking with the pawn seems a bit not right. Maybe you could play it though, and we're both humans that are wrong. But it didn't feel like you could. We can go here, setting up the queen sliding in. The problem with knight here now is they could just go g6, and then I have nothing really. This does nothing. They also could just take, but besides the tactic, they could go there. Bishop b3 now seems kind of pointless. I want to go here, but then the bishop's almost trapped. That's what I want to do. I want to just contest the file. So either bishop d3 or c4, or I could do both. I could go here and then go c4. Right now, I'm down 40 seconds like the last guy, so I'm not going to do the same thing. I'm going to speed it up and go for something. There we go here, offering the exchange of bishops. We can go for c4 now. The bishop drops back. Man, I'd love to go for this. Honestly, could I sack that? Here, take. I guess the problem is they also want a rook at the end. And then it's like, do you castle? But castling right now, is it c4 or c3? Maybe a3 first. A bit of a waiting move. And now we decide between c4 and c3, so I don't spend too long on it. I think I'm going to go for c4. Because if they go here, I'd rather take. Yeah. And then a3, it stops this. I want to play this so bad. I just cannot justify this. Let's go for c4. If they castle, I guess then I could do it. But alright, we have slightly less time than them. It's 10-0, so I have some time to make it up. But I can't think like that forever. I'll never make up the time. Alright, let's castle now. I've waited long enough. Now we go for plan. So is it... I need to get the bishop is too good. This is staring at a lot. The problem with their position, though, is their pawns aren't as you see, their pawns aren't pushed. And you don't want to go d5. I was about to say that, and they kind of just show my point. You don't want to go d5 because your bishop's so good, but at the same time, it gives me more central control. So it's a bit of a trade-off, albeit it is. I'd rather have the bishop, I am certain. But it is a small trade-off of not having any central control. Now, my idea is to go b4. If they push, though, I don't know. Could I just keep the tension and then maybe go... I might be able to keep the tension at that. What's going on, Max? Appreciate the donation there. How are you doing this evening? How's it being a Celtic? Y'all took down my team last night, I saw. I'm not a fan of the Celtics right now. But with no Steph, it's expected. I'm still going to go for this. I know that's probably what they're going to play. And I don't have a response. It just seems like it makes sense. And if they don't go for it, I get c5. It's like a high risk or low, medium risk, good reward of getting c5 in. Because they're probably going to play c5. I just don't see how I'm losing. Like, it's not a bad thing if they play it, I guess. Because I could always just take back. Like, if they take them, this is in the center. If they take that way, then I get the file. Like, either, whatever happens after that. And if they don't, and they go like there, well, they would never play that, I'm sure. They might go here, though. Then I could, well, I guess if they go there, I can't do that. Well, maybe queen here first. Oh, you can't push c5, though. I'm realizing that now. That might have been a mistake. You can't push c5, because take. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Queen c2, and then you could do it. So that could just went queen c2 first, and now the same, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely an inaccuracy or a mistake or something. Let's go here. Wait, well, this is not right. But I think if they get rid of this, and they just get this to get rid of that bishop, I feel like it's worth it almost. And my king's open. I shouldn't lose because of it, though. I don't think I should. And we're setting that up. I could have gone bishop e2 first. I made 2 straight moves where there was a setup move that probably could have worked. Yeah. And then what, here? Or is it they just go straight for g5? I'd probably play g5. The thing is, oh, they go here. Huh. I think that's a mistake. Because now I can go c5 check. Oh, but they're hitting the... Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I was going to say here and then here. I guess they're hitting my bishop, though, which is kind of the problem with that. I didn't consider that way. Check. They do whatever. Take. 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 Yeah. Now, what's best, though? There. I should probably just take this. But then they have the queen that's open. I'm low on time, but it really is not that simple. I don't know what to do. Do I go here or take her here? I feel like this is the best move, but then they go up. But still take, and they get the same idea. Like, the knight comes up. I don't think I can go back. Because there, and then there's no way. Yeah, I can't go back. There's no way that would work. They slide over. Now, do I have a counter backup plan? So hitting this, they take, and I guess take, and you're down a pawn, right? Queen in at some point would threaten this. The issue is if once you move the bishop back, they could just push. But I think I'm gonna take this. And because I'm up the pawn right now, so they can't take. They'll have to just take this. And like I don't know if this is a good idea. The idea is just they have less pawns in the chain, but at some point I also run out. Like here F4 I'm losing, I'm sure. It's no way I wouldn't be losing that. At least, yeah, we did beat the Knicks. I watched the highlights for that one. Cade, he's that guy, man. I want to believe we have a number 2 option, but I want to believe we'll be in the. Oh, really? Oh, I guess I get triple pawns though. Yeah, fair enough. Because this is really some advantage. I'll be +1. But then they'll go here, and then there. So is it really an advantage? Probably not. I don't think I'm gonna take this. Let's go here. Or bring this rook over? Probably this rook. So I can bring, yeah. So I could go here and then bring this rook to the G file. I'm down 2 minutes though, and they've kept this time advantage the entire time, so you're gonna have to speed up. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back, I think, because here, yeah. And then if you go here, they take. So back here. Also the idea being, when they go for this, you could take guarding that. There's no way. With no G-pawn, you can't kick the queen. Yeah, this was such an impulsive move. We'll go over it in depth after that, after the game. But very impulsive to do that. Like, I end up getting this opening. Like, I should be able to defend. Like, if I, have 30 minutes. But with 5 minutes, it was a bad choice. We bring our rook over. 2300. I wouldn't. I'm not 2300. There's definitely a difference between like the 37 points in ability. Don't get it confused. I appreciate it though, but I'm still some ways to go. Here, I think their idea is that they could give that up, and then they take. Oh, maybe the problem with this here, take queen, I have. Oh, but no, there's no checkmate. I wonder if they calculate that. They can actually go here. If they calculate that, that's crazy. I guess I also calculated it, so it's not that crazy. But I wouldn't, as a defender, it makes more sense to calculate like a sacrifice that is only works because queen to f8 is not checkmate. you would take that. I wonder if you're winning, though. You might not be winning. But yeah, the idea now is to go here and here, and probably just give up a pawn or two. Like, I'm not saying that lightly, but I don't know what else you could really do. Because eventually they are going to get that, right? And that, whenever that happens, the game is over. There's nothing I'll be able to do. He did calculate it, yeah. You can still do that. That's nuts. Well, yeah, this is exactly the line I was talking about. And then here, yeah. So you're getting to see what I was saying. Huh. I wonder, could I go back? I think we both missed that I could go back. I do think so. Because here... Okay, actually that might be a mistake. It looks better than it is. Rook g2 and king h1 both seem like they're winning. Because if you go rook g2, qx e1, queen captures d7, how could you possibly guard the king? It just wouldn't be possible. There. You'd have to go there, check up, check there. I could draw the game that way. I could draw it if I go rook g2. I want to win it, though. King h1. My issue is that, yeah, sometimes I just got to accept that I can't win the game. I might have to just go for the draw and bail out. Because man, I feel like you could play this, though. You really could. But once the knight slides in and then there, yeah, I'm going to chicken out on this one and go for the draw. There's a repetition because they'll have to play g3. But I want to see. I think you can go king h1. That's my gut feeling. But with 2 minutes, I can't calculate that full thing. Like, I'm sure it's doable, but I cannot. I do not have that ability. So I'm going to go for what I see as a guaranteed draw. There's no way I lose this. If I lose this, I really threw. Because the king is too weak. And they'll have to go g6. Now the rook is cut off. So yeah, it'll be a draw. If they take here. They might keep the game alive, but if they do that, then I'm definitely winning. But king h1, I think you could play. But knight f6 is scaring me, because this pawn's weak, and then that square is there. And, like, yeah, everything I'm saying is defendable. But it's easier said than done, I feel like. Let's see. Any tips from getting 1800 to 2000? I feel like, for me personally, when I was 1800, I was playing maybe the same as when I was like low 2000s. Now I think I'm just better. I don't think I had too different of a high end, and maybe it's not the same for everyone. But for me, it didn't feel like I did. But I was doing a lot of dumb things. Like, if I go back and look, it was really bad. Like, some of the mistakes I made, like, my floor was not very high. I'm not winning. We'll see. This is a draw. It's no checkmate because my rook can't get involved. Like, my rook cannot at all react. And then here, and then they go g6, and there's no mate, which is the problem. Because the rook can't ever get in because they go g6. They don't go g6 yet, it's a win, but it is a draw right now. I might be able to flag them, because it'd be easier for me to flag. Yeah, they go there. And then... Oh. Back, wait, check, up, check, down. Yeah, let's just do this. If I could just get my rook involved, man. Maybe you could just push. Yeah, that might be what I do. So back here one more time, and then we go up. We're not going to repeat. Because here, you just guard it. Oh, maybe now I could go rook c2. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's game, yeah. Rook c2 now, because they can't guard that square in time. Their rook is 2 offsides. And so we both calculated that, and we both assumed that line was correct, and we're both wrong. I also thought that was right. Like, this, the exact same thing that they played, it also made sense to me. But it ends up looking incorrect. Okay, here. It looked good, though, I'll say. It did look good. They go back. Okay. Check. I can't act like I would have done much different myself. Check. Okay, 47 seconds. Like, I just want to win this now. I have to see the review on that game, though. Like, that was absurd. I truly, that was absurd. But yeah. Probably check here. Would you play the King's Gambit? I don't know how to play it, so that's the problem. I do not know how to play it. I'm very one-dimensional. I can play... Yeah, they resign. I don't know how I won that game. Let's look at the review. That can't be high accuracy. Yeah, 83% or 84%. Now let's look at it. We go knight f3 this time. Bishop f4. So what happens if they go here? Because I usually play bishop f4 first. You go here with f6 then. And then... I would say back they go here, then here. But then you just go back and induce f6. Okay, what if they go... Oh, I guess here. Okay. And you just go h4. Alright, I may stick with the bishop f4 top, put it in the engine. But yeah, we go bishop f4. They go up here to b6. We go up here to h3. They slide their bishop here on this long diagonal. We go e3. This is kind of boring. f5. This is a mistake. Really. I was saying I don't think you can take with the pawn. Was I correct? I was kind of right. I thought this was wrong. I would have went here, though, if I'm being honest. No, you have to go knight d2, though. So knight d2. Appreciate that. Suyo? But yeah. We're supposed to go back here and hit the pawn. I missed that. That pawn play was great. Yeah, the pawn play was amazing. I can't wait to go through the engine for that part of it. But yeah, the bishop takes... We go here, bishop here to d3. Knight here is better? Really? Why is that better? Oh. But no, then here. And you take. But can I not go here? Oh, I guess this doesn't do anything. Yeah. But yeah, they go up here. I go here. They go back, and I go here to a3. a3 was a waiting move, I'll say. It wasn't so... I didn't have an idea. My idea was to go c3 or c4. But I saw I was lower on time. I was like, I just have to make a move. And if I go c4... Then they have that bishop b4 check, so I go a3 to stop that. I can't really explain or say too much about it. Q to e2 was not on my mind. It was here or here, and I chose c4. Is this better? No, they're both equally bad. Queen e2 is just by far the best move. When they castle, I castle. The pawn goes here to d6. We go up here to b4. I thought this was... I thought it was good when I played it, and then this time they're calculating. I'm like, oh, this is actually a mistake. Yeah. You're supposed to go c5 instantly. Why is that? You can go there immediately. They can't take. I guess they're just doubled. So they're up, but is it really... I'll win this back eventually, right? How do I study theory? I don't think I ever really studied theory like that. Like, I look at the game review on chess.com. So I guess that would be the only thing I do. But I'm sure there's a better way to do it, if I'm being honest. But it's more like, okay, I lose a game or I lose 2 games because of this particular line, and then I remember, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do when I see this, more than like a memorization thing, which is not good. I do think I have to work on that to get to another level. But for now, that's what I do. I go queen b3, another inaccuracy. I said this was an inaccuracy too after I played it, because I just whiffed on. I don't know what I was thinking, or I wasn't thinking. Bishop, if I want to do that, you could go bishop e2 first. Like, rook c1's the best move to see this is okay, because now you are setting up that idea. That isn't winning, but my plan was, let's say, okay, here, and then, I don't know. I guess even here. I wanted them to go up here to d5, but bishop here actually works. But even still, I just want the bishop to be gone, right? That's my main motive of going for this. And I have the right idea, but the wrong execution, because I go for it too fast, and now they take that, and this is still a draw. And I said it was defendable, but I don't want to. Who wants to defend this? And I go here, you're supposed to take instead. I saw this line. I just thought it was way better for them. Really? Rook d1. I thought because they still get f4, but I guess the same thing kind of happens. Take here. I thought they did the wrong thing, but it's actually not, because this is not worth taking, right? They can go queen here, and these are, you got 5 isolated pawns. Like, it doesn't matter if you're up if you have 5 isolated pawns. So I made my rook over, and now I am losing. You have to go here. Would have never played that if I'm being honest. Would never played it because now you can't remove this with the pawn, and they just have these 2 squares. So just something I wouldn't have done. They move their rook up. I go back here with the queen. The idea is to guard, and I saw this whole line, and I also thought this was a good move, but apparently they just have to go g5 and be patient. But no, we humans did not see that, and we both thought rook takes was a great move, which is not a great move, clearly. How big is the difference between 1800 and 2200? That's a good question. I would say, like, on any given game, I could lose to a 1800, but if I don't think it would happen like that frequently if I'm like completely focused. It's like the difference feels like, how can I explain it? That's a great question, because I'm definitely better than the 1800 version of me. Then I didn't have as good, I wasn't as good as winning losing positions, I'd say, and I didn't have a good of an understanding on, like, I guess what pieces should do, like just small things. Like I was reading in the book Recess Your Chess, like, okay, the knights, it's better for white. This is the, I guess, 4th best, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Like, stuff like that, like small little tidbits. And then I'm better tactically. Like, this bishop idea, even though it's wrong, I don't think I would even considered them taking this when I was 1800. Maybe some 1800s would, but I don't think I would have seen that. The idea of sacrificing material. Like, I do more sacrifices now, which is still not a lot, but I sacrifice more. This is best, so king h1. I thought you could play it. Can you not play it? You could play it, okay. But they're both winning. I was wrong whenever I said that I was not. You were correct. I didn't think I was winning. Take. Here I kind of thought I was, but in this spot, I was like, I don't know if I am. Let's see. But they take the rook, we go here, and now you can see how it's a win. The queen's just too active. This is an accuracy, actually. Oh, it's rook here now. How did I miss that? I see it a move later, or a couple moves later. I realized here I could go rook c2 eventually. Now we push here. And for a second, I thought I messed up. And this is like the only move, I think. Anything else? No, you can play anything. Rook g3 also works. Can they not go back? Rook g2. Back. Okay. You could play this, but you at some point have to play e5. f4 you could play. I'm not sure why this is not a win, not a loss. Only 2 moves, though. Rook g3 and king g1. So king here. Yeah. e5 is by far the simplest move. Once I play that, they just resign because they can't stop the promotion. But yeah, that's a fun game. That's a fun one. Off to a decent start. I want to see where I'm at. I gotta check the stats real quick. Did I hit top 7,000? Is my question. No, not even close. Oh no, I thought I was closer than that. I'm 8,500 in the world. Why not promote there? Let's see. I think they just resigned, if I remember correctly. Let's see here real quick. Why not promote? Yeah, they just resign. Oh, because I'm in check here, if that's what you're saying. How's your pawn push the best? Because you have to block the check, and anything else it allows, like if you move the rook, then the queen slides in. It's the only thing that keeps the diagonal guarded and the rank guarded, right? They can't attack either way. But yeah, let's go to this next game. That was a fun game. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me send a message, and then I have an announcement. And I have some announcements to make that I've already done if you've been here for a while, but I'll just re-announce them. Okay, so 3 things before we get to the next one. I have 2 events next week. Next Thursday, I'll be playing the streamer and creator Full Strive in a 1st to 30 bullet game. It'll be 12 p.m. EST. And then the following day, I'm trying to do my own event. So if you want to do that, it's in my link tree, and it is there in the other 2 chats, not TikTok. It's pinned. If you sign that, I need players for different ratings. I'm trying to do a chess science experiment. It's not a real experiment, just a fun name. There's an equation that you have to use that you can see how you're supposed to do against certain ratings. And I have like the results. We'll see how close I get to the results if I get enough players. So 2 things. And then the last thing, when we get started, I have a chess.com affiliate link if you want to support. That is a free way to do that. But alright, let's go here. They go d4. I get black this time. Alright. We play for d5. No Petrov, no Petrov. Let's go e6. Make our knight forward here to f6. Okay. Do I want to play a semi-Slav? Or, I don't know what you even call it, a c5. I know what I'm going to do. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not playing c6. I like c6 a lot. Even though this is probably... Is it better? I don't know if it's better. But I've seen it played more, I think, at the top level than c6. But I just like this much more. Maybe here. Take. Okay, I'm going to go for c6, actually. I enjoy it more. I like the setup a little more. Bishop goes here. I did this in a tournament one time, and I'll never take again. Well, I'll take again probably, but I'll never take, and I tried to keep it. I'll never do that again. I learned my lesson. Let's go here. Does the gap between your blitz and rapid ratings narrow as you climb up the ranks? I don't know. I was never like that far apart in them. Like my bullet lagged behind at a point, but I just didn't play bullet. I feel like it's... I feel like if you're good at rapid or blitz, you'd be good at the other. Bullet's the only one I feel like it's a bit of a different skill set. I feel like blitz and rapid is not that big of a difference. Like, especially if you're playing 10-0. Like 10-0 and 5+2 or 5-0, like is it... If you're good at one, you're probably good at the other. 1-0, you have to be good have good instincts, but I guess if you're good at calculate, you'd also have good instincts. I feel like it's should be relatively the same. Alright, for me, I guess for me at least. I guess that's not true for everyone. But for me, I haven't seen, it's never really differentiated that much. But yeah, they go up here to e4. They go here. Yeah. I'll probably just take and then go bishop b7. Bishop b7. I need to... Oh my god, I'm remembering a game I just played against a master where I... Oh man, this is the same position. Or this is similar. And I ended up not getting the right move order in. Huh. Okay. Okay. Let's think this through. Okay, we go here first. I need to be able to play c5. I don't play c5, I'll probably lose. Gotta play c5. This is a must. Because right now they can't do it because you take... No, they can. No. No, I messed up. One of these moves is wrong because they can just stop my bishop. Where did I go wrong at? Maybe it's... Okay. a5 might be too early. I could go b6 immediately and then bishop and then c5. Yeah. a5 is wrong, I'm sure. I think that's where I messed up there. Duncan, to appreciate the likes. They go... Okay, now they've given me a mercy. I can go for this now. Or even better, I could take, queen takes, and then do it with an initiative. Yeah. I would like to do that. I don't want my... what is that? My piece stuck forever. That is a problem, isn't it? Alright. They go forward here. If you take this falls. Okay. Let's move my knight in, because I can't move this is up 10. I think I should be able to hold this. Definitely not ideal. Yeah, even this, I didn't calculate all the way through. I have to see that. We gotta go back, though. And now we're in a rough predicament. You can see they have this pass here. How do I turn this around? What I'll say, at least, is my bishop is more active than it has been in similar situations I've had before. So it gives me some level of hope. Other than that, it's looking pretty bad. What can I do? Because my bishop is... This bishop's bad. This was not bad, but this... I've traded off bad bishops. They go on here to h3. Okay. So here's the first thought, right? The issue with any move is that I'm not able... I'm probably go knight back. I would say the issue with any move right now is that the bishop can't... Like, I can't take this, right? And the bishop can't move. So I'm thinking going knight back here. So I could go here and hopefully trade it off and maybe even go there. Like, as bad as it is, they can't promote. I have too many pieces. It's just very uncomfortable. Like, sometimes it's losing when this happens. I don't think it... Well, I'm definitely worse, but not because they're going to promote this instantly. And they can't get a connection because we have that c5 idea. And there's nothing there. So, like, it's bad. But it could be a lot worse, I feel like. Alright, let's go here. And once you get a rook here, you can start to feel a bit of relief. Like, you know, when the rook slides back over. Yeah, they go there. And then... like here? I think so. And then here and here. And we're slowly getting the pieces closer to blockading. And they can't even sit... Like, we have this file on lockdown. Besides the, the d6 square. We guard this so they can't ever... I mean, they could triple, but the knight never has to move. Right, that's something. I'm thinking of going here and rerouting to f8. My issue with that... I think they're about to show my issue with that. The problem is, the bishop getting here is also, like, very bad. Like, that's the other problem. Maybe I have to let that happen. They're both bad, so I guess I have to pick one. I would rather... Would I rather that? Would I rather that? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would rather that outcome. Because this is hanging, right? If you could go here, and then, like, whatever, here, and whatever, and then there, and not lose e6, I would just do it. But you can't really guarantee that, which is the problem. But, I mean, how else could I play? Right now, my bishop's going to get trapped. So I have to, I guess you have to go here. It's either rook e8 or g6. And then just going back, whatever this leads, I'll take. I don't want to have my bishop back. I'd rather just go to the next game. Like, I don't want to play bishop d8. There's nothing I can do after that. We're going to go back here. I have not heard of that gambit. Are there knight slides? I cannot say I've heard of it. What I will say, though, is the more trades, the better for me. If we're being honest. Yeah, if we're being honest. The more trades, the better. Okay. What's the order, though? So bishop takes first. I'm doing that so the knight isn't dislodged just yet. And now we have some... Okay. This is not the worst. This is not the worst. And then go here. And then we're just guarding a passer, which is... It's still not ideal, but you can see the difference in, like, pressure that I'm facing now. Yeah, I wanted to play that, but there's just really no point. Oh, now you could... Oh, say, now I actually could have done that. Okay. Let's keep them honest. They can't move the queen now. I think I'm still losing. Yeah, because they can just push their pawns up. And that's an issue. And there's no way to... Because here's checkmate. And you can't wrap around and hit the queen. Could you sack? I wonder if you could sack this pawn, though. Okay, sack, take. Rook takes. Queen takes. Rook takes. Rook takes. King up. Yeah, that's the only problem. If I could avoid... Like, I would do this if you could avoid losing both rooks for the queen. That's kind of the issue. Well, that's a big issue. Oh, I guess they could also just take that. Yeah. That'd be another problem with it. So what if I Okay, let's change the idea. We can't win this pawn. They're not stupid. We go rook f8. And then here, 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 here. That could work a little better. Probably. Here, down, over, and we just kick them out and park our queen on e6. I think I did it too late. If I go immediately... Yeah, I realized that plan too late. That might have worked, but now they go there, that's mate. So you kind of have to take. But then the rook just slides over. Oh, wait, no, they can't slide the rook over. You have to go there. And maybe king h7? Let's see. That could work. And then rook g8. And they move their king, then you get that square. Okay, this is not the worst thing. It doesn't feel good at all, but I think it's defendable. Because king h7, and their king's also a bit weak, right? The queen here on the c6 square. I was thinking of moving it, but now I'm seeing it's staring at some pretty key squares that I just cannot remove my queen from, right? I have to keep it there. Staring at g2. And king h7 is kind of unstoppable. That's why they're taking time. They're under attack now. Not me. And they move their king. Wow. What a turn. I guess you have to, but man, I would not want to do that. Now the question is, do I go? I think you kind of have to. Yeah, say do I go for it? But yeah, I'm gonna have to go for this. But then they force the trade. So here, over. I think, yeah. Because over, I could still go here, and there's no check. Oh. Well, okay, now they go rook down, I think is the problem. But then you go here. Or they go the other way. Yeah. Oh, wait. Check. I think that'll be game. Yeah. Maybe I could go here. Deflect. This might be the only... Oh, but then here they take. Man, this pawn being weak was the downfall. Well, there are other things, I think, too. But yeah. They figured it out, I think. Because there, you can't go there. Similar to how I thought... And their queen is just a monster. Let's see. Maybe I have to go... queen here. And I didn't... But still, though. I don't know how that would have worked. Is there any way out? Here, up. Over, and then they just take the queen. Yeah. Taking there. That's also over. There's just no other check. Wow. That's crazy. There's no other check. If there was a way I could even take this pawn too, I would just go with that. But there's really not. Yeah, if you go here, check. Over. Is there any way out? I'm not seeing it. I think that's game, yeah. Let's see the review on that one. There's really nothing I can do. Lost my first game of the day so far. 5 games of 4 Arena Blitz games. Okay, I mean, you're on a 9-game streak. Let's see the accuracies. 87% to 79%. They played a great game. I'll play out the opening on this one. Yeah, a5. I knew that was wrong, yeah. It's not the worst move, but I have to go knight d7 here. Knight bd7 instead of a5. But I don't do that. I go a5. And this is a mistake, really? You have to go bishop b7. Is e5 not, like, very hard to play? Knight back. They go here. And then c5. Ah, now you can go knight c6. Okay. Well, I didn't see that. I did this instead. Oof. Wait. No, I'm not losing. Oh my god. I just thought this was a loss. How is this not a loss? What? Here. And now queen. Bro. No way. I was defending. Wow. I was defending. I just assumed that here was a loss because they had, and it's not. Because the king, it cuts off the rook. And now, okay, now if they go here, what? Oh, because the king is here, and now here it's not a... Alright. I can't believe I missed that. But yeah, we can go back to the rest of the game. We'll get to that in a second. But I go knight here, another mistake. I go c5. You're supposed to go rook here to e8. And they go queen back here to c2. Take. Okay. So, in this opening, a note to myself. Don't play a5, right? Don't play a5, you go knight here first. Right? And then you go for c5 quicker than I went for it. And you can't take the e4 pawn. Even after all those mistakes. Hopefully I don't get to that point. But even after those mistakes, you can't take here on e4. You have to go knight back. Alright, good to know. a5 and the cat. It is a good line. Okay. Because I've done it sometimes. This game, I guess I can't use one game as an example to not do something. Up? Really? I was missing all of this. I think rook e8. Oh, take here, then rook e8. Yes, I missed that you could do that. I would have done that. Yeah, I missed a lot of tactics this game. Rook up. And I am defending. It is queen here. I said that too. I was like, I don't see. Well, I said it for this move. I was considering it. And I realized after I played. I didn't say it when I did the move. After I played, I was like, oh, I could have went here now. Because now they can't do that, right? So, that's 2 seconds. I should have spent longer on that one. Yeah, I had chances. This is just... I missed a lot of key moments. Like this blunder. And then... I mean, this queen here, I think it's probably a draw, right? If I just take some time and go queen f3. Yeah. But we had some chances. Did not take them all. But we're going to go to this next game here. Let's see. Twin move game earlier. Best game I played at 80s consistently. Me too. If I get to 80 consistently, I'd be I'd be quite happy. I have too many games in the high 70s, honestly. I would love to, because I think I heard I Am talking one time. He's like in the 90s usually. Like in the 90s, every game is crazy. Like that is absurd. But yeah, let's go here to d4. Here. Okay, bishop f4. Knight f3, e3, h3. I'm going to play knight f3 first more, but when I see g6, I will go for bishop f4. I do know this line. These are all book moves right now, I think. Do I really remember this the next time it'll happen? I would say For the most part, yeah, I remember it. Like, I don't know if I remembered I don't remember everything that I try to, but generally I do. Like, that's how I got better at the London. Like, it's just like, oh, when I see this, I can't do this. It's not like I'm memorizing. I didn't memorize, like, that whole game, if that's what you're saying. It's more like, how do I explain? It's like, it sounds so dumb, but like a file in my head, or like it's like a query, like it's code. Like, if this, then this part of my memory, like, activates, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not remembering the entire game. That's the best way I can describe it. So, like, next game, like, oh, I won't take the pawn because, oh, I lost last game, right? It's like that. Let's see. Let me go back. If they take here, let me go 92. But no, like, the people who can remember it, like Magnus, it was one time, I'll be impressed with this till I die. He was shown a position, it was all like white and black circles. Like, I'm not kidding. They were just, it was no pieces. And he said, I think he said who he played, like the tournament, like the outcome. And I'm like, how is that possible? Like, he remembered it just from, like, them being certain. I couldn't do that. I can maybe for certain ones, like ones that are ingrained in my memory, but not every game I've ever played. You saw, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I just did not know it was like, that's beyond being a GM. Like, that's truly like alien. Like I feel like I have like a decent memory, and I couldn't even fathom seeing a position in circles and being able to tell you everything about it. Let's go here. I would love to go queen b3, but then the knight slides to a5, right? That's sort of the issue with that. Oh, I guess if the knight moves, that's fine. The idea is we're going after this. I guess qc2, rook d1. And then I'll ask you guys now. So I'm going to be off at 9. Do we want to do viewer tournaments after this or another game, or do we want to keep doing this till 9? I'm cool either way. Maybe I can make a poll. That might be the easiest way to do this. At h5, we memorize all the Nordic provinces. I just saw that like last week. It was that people were like giving facts about him because, you know, he won the speed champion or the freestyle championship, and I just learned that. I didn't know that before last week, but that's crazy as well. Let me start this. I hope I have. Do I have this poll set up already? I'm sure I do. I must have this set up somewhere. Here we go. Okay, I've started it if you're watching on TikTok. Alright, I've just started for you guys. You can let me know which one to do. And the knight slides up. It feels like there's going to be something at some point that's good for me. Let's go here first to get this rook over, probably. Let me start this here on another platform so you guys can vote if you want to see me keep playing, or you guys want to do a viewer tournament. Reading, and then viewer parity. Alright, I've just started it up. Let's look back at the game. The queen slides here. That's free. Gotta get out the way of that for certain. I don't want to lose the game. We have to stop that. Alright, you wouldn't lose the game, but you lose a rook though. Alright, they slide their rook over. Queen here is maybe wrong. Because as I think about it, the knight now can't get out the way to even attack this. Which kind of defeats the point, if I'm being honest. But alright, we're still going to go for it. I want it to go here, but knight here scared me. Is it QE1? That's disgusting if queen E1's the move. Back there. No, that's just a bad plan if QE1 is how I make the plan work. That can't be right. It can't be. Maybe it is. I shouldn't say it can't be. It feels wrong, though. I'll say that. It does not feel like that should be the penultimate move or the important move in a position. Yeah, we have the rook here on the c-file. I'm up on time. They're taking their time here. It isn't easy. But they don't want to do this because this knight square looks good. I wonder if they just go bishop f8. That'd be... Honestly, though, I could see it. I could see it. But they have to make a choice because they're down a minute now. And that's enough time. That's 10%. That's enough time for me. They do it. Yeah, they go for bishop f8. That's crazy. Yeah. I was thinking that. Like, it kind of makes sense to do... I didn't want to see it, though. I'll tell you that much. I was hoping they did not play it. I just have no place to put my knight. And, like, QE1 just is horrible. So, maybe we could go here and then here. That might be it, because they can't go here. But then here, up, you take, and then now the bishop is on. This is why they took a while. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Can you do... I was going to say this in here, but I guess you're just giving up 2 pieces for the rook. Alright, whatever. I just want to do this. And let them get that. I simply have no other plan. And I already lost my advantage. I spent a minute on that turn. Completely lost the advantage. I just didn't know what to do. Like, it's very, I'm still not sure. I'm not even confident in that move. Like, here, then what? I have to go queen back again? Or, I guess you would take. But they go f5. Which is kind of my thought process. What they'll do is f5. And then what? If I go queen all the way back, that queen is just too passive. I wonder if they, okay, if they go f5. Alright, let's say queen d2 to go here. But, man. I just go knight back. It is what it is. I'm going to have to just accept that this c4 was a bad idea. Which I don't want it to be, because it seemed like it was a good square. And a lot of games I play, it is a good square. But every game's not the same. And here, this is just seeming like it was a horrible choice to go knight c4. I'm back up a minute. We're taking turns, spending a minute on a move. Because, like, where's the... Even for them, like, on my side, it's like, oh, these squares look good for them. But, like, what after that? Like, I just go, as I said, queen back. And they go forward as I'm talking about how hard it is. They do make a choice. I'll say... Okay. I mean, that's not the worst thing, though. Take. And then here. Hitting this, hitting that. Like, the queen just has to get somewhere safe. Alright. Okay. Up a minute again. 5 minutes left. We're down to a blitz game, essentially. Hopefully their rating gets lower. I guess mine also gets lower, technically. But I do feel pretty good at low time. The thing is, even if I win a pawn, it's not like a super healthy one. Because if I take on b5, I'd rather take the c pawn, but then my queen's there, right? If my queen was like on e2, my position, and my bishop was there or something like that, I would much prefer that position. But we're not there. My queen is here on c2, and it's open for a lot of attacks. The problem is they're trying to trap my queen, I think. The issue is you take and you retreat back on this diagonal. So they're having trouble figuring out the trap, which is fair. I don't know if there is a trap. It looks like it should be. They have a lot of pieces. I cannot draw arrows. A lot of pieces that are over here. But there's just nothing. Like, if all of these arrows are, like, flipped over to the king side, okay, they go. They make their choice. They give up that pawn there on b5. I'm kind of with them. What am I going to do? If I take it then here, then what? I'm still going to take it, obviously. But I do follow their logic. Like, it's not that special, I would say. I'm materialistic, though, so I'm going to go for it. But I follow that maybe like here and back is what I'm thinking. Because you couldn't... I wonder, could you go there? That would seem too far. But maybe you could, honestly. And trying to get both of those for the queen. I do have 5 minutes left. It'd be enough time to calculate it. And they wouldn't have the A file anymore. Oh, but no. But no, what I'm talking about. You can't even go there. Yeah. You can't even do that. That I'm suggesting. So now, it's here, then down. Take, rook here. Because they couldn't go there, you would take with check, yeah. So here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And then here, here, here. If they ever rotate, that is a pin. I guess I could just go queen c3 though. Or I could just go here, and that would block the diagonal. I'm seeing a lot of responses, really. That's what I'm noticing. I wonder, does this work? I guess if I do that, I'd just accept I lose and I go for that. That's kind of the problem. Sometimes when you have an idea that you want to work, if you invest too much, they just accept it and they go for a counterattack. Like right now, my effort is in defending this. But but if they go here, then I know I can't, and I'll go for something else. But I'm up 2.5 minutes. Like, with that time pressure, I feel good. But I don't love the position. Like, I'm up. They want to trade? Huh. I don't know if I want to trade. Maybe it's the problem. I think I want to go knight here. Take, push, take here, back, push. This is not fun. It's not fun. Okay. I do think I'm going to go for this. Because there's no way. Like, it's just, I can't. Here, and then here. I still am not sure what I'm going to do when they go there. Maybe G3? I guess G3 would work. Yeah, I guess you could just go G3. Okay. Or, okay, take here, knight back. Now they can never open up the bishop. That actually is a solution. Whatever they do, like, I know this looks very bad, but they can never get rid of a dark squared piece, right? If my knight is back here on e3, they have no piece to remove it. So that's what I'm thinking there with going knight e3, right? They can't remove that. Was a pawn worth this? I ask myself, and I've done this a lot. I just think I'd always rather just defend and take the material, and sometimes I don't figure it out. But like, it seems like if it's just an intuitive sacrifice, there should be a way for me to defend it. And like, there's some sacrifice like, oh, this is a mate in 3. But if it's not that, I just prefer taking the material and defending. I guess I can't even say I'm mad at that choice, because I would do this probably every time I get the chance. Like, I'm up, I have that material advantage. I just think it's worth it. Like, it's worth the struggle that I'm dealing with right now. Like, if I get out of this, which I feel like I should be able to, I'll be up a pawn in the endgame. I just difficult. That's a tangible advantage. The problem I'm having is my rook on f1 should be on c2 where my queen is, and then we would be talking about me being winning. Like, right now, I don't think I'm winning. Like, it's just, like, better. If the rooks get on b2, I have an issue, and then I can't really guard f3. Like, even though they can't get the checkmate, the square itself is quite weak. And say I, like, for whatever reason, here, they do have a rook on the second rank that I can't contest. And they go up, okay. Now, the question is, do I get rid of their weakness? It seems like I'd be doing them a draw? I don't think so. I don't think I'll draw it. If I lose, I lose. I can live with that. But a draw would be absurd. I'm up a lot of time, and I'm up material. If I can't hold on, I can't hold on. I think man, that's the problem. Like, even if I get b3, then they have the second rank, and then the knight's hanging. So now I just kind of want to take it, but then I don't have a blockade anymore. It's a delicate balance. Okay. I'm going to take this. Here. They can't. Oh, they can. I was thinking I could take the rook. I guess I can't take the rook, because they could just go back and... Yeah, I guess so. Now the problem is they're low on time. Yeah, they also realize it. What do I want to do? Check here. Rook down, no. That makes it too easy for a comeback, I feel like. I messed that up. I could have had this a cleaner win. They just don't have enough time. They're probably winning now. But, look, yeah. That was what I was thinking as well. That's actually not what I was thinking there, though. Yeah, this is like a win, but they don't have enough time. Three seconds. Let me get the win. Yeah. Let's look at this next one. Let's look at what happened there. I messed up. I really was a blunder at the end. Like, yeah, I had a good game. It was a mistake at the end. Like, or a lot bad game. 80%, 79.9 for me, 75.2 for them. But the big mistake happens in the end. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with Queen. Oh, this is wrong. Oh my God, rook down. Oh, good thing I won the game. Let's see. Why don't you check? Yeah. Yeah, that is correct. Ego rook here. Why did I not do that? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I literally just trade the queen off. Yeah, rook down. Would have just won. Oh. I'm glad I didn't lose that game then. Let's go through the game. Let's see. D4. Alright, the opening, not bad. They move their knight here to E7. We go up here to C3 castle. I'll say here, there's not much to commentate. Yeah, this is where I go knight C4. And I end up not loving that I played knight c4 because I was staring into nothingness in a way. Like, I don't know. It was just not anything I was looking at, to be honest. But they go up. I go here. Take. And this is the move that makes knight c4 feel even more invalid. I guess if the queen is not here. But now there's not an escape square for the queen, which is the main issue. Now, queen here, I looked at maybe a second. I'm like, well, getting in line of the pen. And I just took it out of my mind. Apparently it is right, because after rook b8, what do we do? Rook fc1. Queen moves here to e7. And then a5. Okay, you're supposed to stay in a pen. Very rarely will I walk into a pen, if I'm being honest with you. But you're supposed to here. But yeah, their queen is here on g5. King slides over. Quick example, like here, then they take, right? And you have to lose the rook by going... Oh, no, you could go here. But I guess... good thing. I did miss that, but still, you lose the pawn. You don't want to lose the pawn. I go king here to h1. The rook slides over. Rook here to c1. Knight e5. I saw knight e5. I didn't see why it was good, though. I did see that move. Like, you see, I spent a minute. Like, I looked at it, I was like, well, what can you do after? Like, they take and you take. Maybe just a well-placed knight that can't be hit. That might be it. What's going on, Sorvel? How are you doing today, man? We're going through my 4th rapid game of the day. I won through timeout. They go f5. This is right. Okay. It's back. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Because you guard a2. And yeah, that makes so much more sense than what I did. This is a blunder? I say all that. I guess this is an exchange they can't avoid. Right, or something like that? Yeah. Didn't even consider. You can take this. This one I'm not going to say too much about. I don't think I'd ever do that. You're giving them this, like, doubled up. Yeah, I just wouldn't do that, to be honest. But yeah, it's right here. Most times I will be correct for it. So I do have to get to the point where I can calculate when something that's usually bad or good is not. But I don't know if I'm there yet. Like, that seems so dangerous to do, especially in rapid with 5 minutes to calculate it. Letting the rook slide in, I just immediately didn't even calculate when I knew they'd take their on b2. Yeah, you can't take that, actually. The knight slides to c4. That is correct. I do this... Oh, knight here. So knight e5 is the move instead of taking. I just assume after this I'd be fine because I'm blockading. But knight here to e5. This is like the 3rd straight time I've missed it. That's a lot of the accuracy that I missed. Knight e5. Just a great square. I thought here that you would want to blockade the pawn so they can never... But that's the... I just said that too. I got to get to the point where I'm seeing things that look bad. That they... Like, yeah, they look bad. But you can calculate your way out. And this is one of them. This does not look good. But it's not bad, right? The knight's here. And I just did not see that. So I go back here blockading so the pawn can't move. Now the bishop can never get active on the light squares. I take... This is fine. So yeah, rook c1's a mistake. Yeah, king down is what I should have done. Yeah. Okay. The idea is that now you could go for this probably, right? But I go here first. They take. I go rook over instead of king h1. They take. And I just miss rook d7 check. I don't know what I was doing to miss that. They go king back. Rook down. Here, and then what? Queen, yeah. Missed that completely. Glad I won the game, but I wish I could have found that tactic. And we go back. I think I get it to a win, or a draw at least. Because there's just no way. Yeah, they can't. This is, oh. I guess I mean here it's a draw, yeah. This is a draw too, apparently. Can you just take the pawn? Yeah, so you could just take the pawn. I thought you could. But I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, they get the queen, they shouldn't be able to mate me in 2 moves. But now it's just a draw. Maybe I even win it if they have 20 seconds left. But it's theoretically, I think the king has to run in at some point. But we get the win there. What's going on, Jonathan? Oh, you're there on TikTok, man. I appreciate all the likes there. Firefighter? Oh, I missed that. I got you. I trust and believe that it was on the screen. You would never lie. Alright, let's get the firefighter hat. The problem is I don't... Oh, I can even turn my volume up this time, I guess. because I don't have the music playing. Let me make sure I don't have the music playing. No one can hear music, right? Wherever you're watching. I don't think I have it playing. I don't know if I ever made a poll. Did I make a poll here? Okay, rating grind from everyone. Alright, we'll keep the rating grind then. That won both polls by a good amount. Oh, music? Okay, cool. Alright, let us get started on this next game. Well, quick intermission. I got to the bathroom. But we're going to play another rapid game. Some more rapid games here. Probably got 2 to 4 more. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But yeah, we stay with Rated Play the entirety of the stream. Thank you guys for voting in the poll. Much appreciated. If you want to take a quick second, look at the form I have while I am taking a quick intermission. I'm back. Time to get to 2,300. Alright. Alright, let's see. Where did I go? I went to the bathroom. I remember one day you said you're impressed how long I go without the bathroom breaks. It depends on the day. Alright, let's go to this next game here. Probably get the black pieces. I don't know if I even said that word right. Next game here. See, black or white? Probably black. We played white 3 of the 4 games. I will say, though, I played black a lot recently. Maybe it's going back to the mean. No, there we go. Oof, 2437. Okay. Alright, let's go here, e5. Let's go here. I don't know. I really don't know this opening. I really don't. Every time I see it, I have a different response, I think. Okay. Because knight c6 isn't right? I'm pretty sure. Maybe after this game, we'll all learn about the Vienna game. Because I have no idea. I think you go here. I think. I'm not confident if you can't tell. Here, maybe h6, and then here. I guess they could even take. Hey, let's go up. They could just take. And then d6, I think. Confused on move 3. I'm telling you, my opening knowledge is not very vast. Like, I know the openings I play, and I can play them decently well, but if it's not in the couple I know, I may be cooked, depending. Well, I don't want to go bishop e6, but this just would not work. Here, take. And then here, that seems like a mistake waiting to happen, to be honest. So here, no, but then f4. So I have to make, what if I just go here, and then queen up, and then maybe. I would love to do this, but they push take, hit the queen, They could take, and then take the rook for free. So that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So here, I don't know. Between the two, what would I do? My issue with c6, I'll have to push it eventually. But the issue right now, no, I'm going to do that. Because f4, this seems like pretty bad. The problem is now that, yeah, this is weak now, which is the problem. I didn't even get time to say it. They go after it so quick. Okay. And then here, like if I get enough time, I'm defended well. We are hitting that pawn there. But my rooks aren't connected, which is an issue here. I'm glad they can't go there. So I should be able to keep it. It just does not look how you want it to look. And you'll be able to take because the bishop guards rook. If I get bishop e6, we're cool. Alright. Bishop e6, we're cool. Alright, they move. We're not cool. The problem here is that this is hanging. And you can only guard it like this. But then here, and you can't hold that really. But then c5, it's a forever. Yeah, I think this is still better though. And now I can go for c5. They only have 3 attackers. That's true. They only have 3 attackers. Alright, they go up here to f4. We can go to d5. They hit the bishop. We go up. There. Take. That wouldn't work. Yeah, I guess the problem with d5 is they could go e5. But then, could I go knight e4, knight xe4, dxe4, bxe4, bishop x? I guess no, you could play this. Because if they go e5, then you could just go knight e4. That should work. Yeah. Yeah. I think you can do that. We'll see in a second, though. UJ, sit down, learn the Sicilian. Like tomorrow in the Connor simple learn. If you're out of prep, move 3. Then you have simply equalizer better. Yeah, man, I do want to sit down and learn a lot this summer. That's my goal. It's just tough. Like, not, you didn't say this, but like for me, like deciding between like streaming and practicing is like, man, because I want to do both, and I was able to do that in winter break. Like now, it's like, dude, I have to. Like today is the first day I sat down and played Rated for longer than 30 minutes. I think in like a month, like before that. Man, they go here. Oh wait, I can't take that anymore. What? What am I talking about? Why did I go d5? That doesn't make any sense. Let's go here, I think. Doing your chess club? No, so the chess club is like a casual thing. It's not like we just play, and there's not a whole lot of people who take it like super serious. It's just like a relaxing thing for most of the people that join in. I'm just down a pawn now. I don't know why I assumed I don't know what I was looking at. I was like, oh, we go d5. Why did I ever think I could play that? I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh well, the rook slides up. We go here, blockading. Oh, but knight b5. And then we're cooked low key. Yeah, I think I'm cooked after that. Knight b5. I mean, maybe. What, I just go knight e4? Or bishop e4? Sicilian by Khan. I think someone named also YouTube. Great video. You can just the Khan out. Only an out. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way I could get a link. What is the username? Call it GM Repertoires, the Sicilian Khan. Molten. Okay, Molten. I remember that part. Thank you. Let's see. So Magnus could guess your elo. The Najdorf? No, I don't know anything of the Sicilian. I don't know. If I ever, like, plateau, I think that's probably the reason I just don't know it now. Like, I've just not felt the need. Like, I've not plateaued and felt like. So I'm like, I don't. But that's not a good reason. I should still try and learn more. I'm like, oh, if it's working. Like, I don't. But I should definitely learn more. Because learning the English was fun. And it definitely is it's very similar, but there are some differences to make it worth trying out. Alright, they go. Yeah. Yeah, they go back here. This is nasty work. You go back here to d7. Yeah, you can send a link in chat. We go back. We're hitting that. They could just go here. And it's also already defended. But they could also go b3 and, like, stop all of that completely. Yeah, rook d8 next turn, I think. Staring at the dark squared bishop. They'll be able to defend it, but I don't know if that. Okay, what if... Okay, if I go b5, I guess they could just go a5. a5. Hit the knight. They move. Up. I'm trying to think if you could sacrifice something. Like, could I go up there? Take. No, but then they'd still have the... Yeah. That's around their up a pawn. Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to sack something. But none of it works because they're already up material. Hey, rook e8. They move their bishop up. Yeah, they don't have to do much. You can see it in their plans. Like, they're not doing anything. Because the ball's in my court. Which makes sense when you're up. Like, it's no need to take any level of risk at all. Like, why would be the question. Here is the only thing I see I could even try. I'm just failing to see what I would do after I push. Like, even if you go there, they just go... Like, or here, they just go up, I guess is the problem. Maybe... Okay, well, I have nothing else. I don't think this works, but what's the point in just playing the best moves in a losing position? Take. Oh, no, I think I've won this back now. I think so. Yeah, and then we go b5. I don't think they had to do that. I'm not sure they had to, but they did. I don't know why. That wasn't forced. They could have just pushed a5. I would have gone for a doubled up. Maybe they didn't like the potential of me just doubling the rooks. That's what I was going to do. But we end up with a decent position somehow. It's not completely lost. Let's go back here. I'm down 2 minutes, though. We're going to have to speed up some. Knight in the center is where I'm like, uh-oh. Like, this is a problem. Here seems like a sacrifice that I should not indulge in Right, I can't get this like I would want to. My knight has to get involved somehow. How can I get it involved? I think I have to go around here. This is nuts. How did he calculate that whole thing? Wow. That's nuts. That's nuts. Wow. Check. It's the only thing I see, but then they just go up. And now you're running into... Like, that's hanging. I think you can't save that, though. That might be the problem. Here, take here. That might be my best chance, though. If I could have gotten B6, that would have been great. But I don't think... Yeah, there's not enough time. Is there something else I could have done? So they go here. I wonder if I go knight back first. I didn't like the idea of opening up my king, though. That's kind of why I decided to do it that way. There's no way they don't take the bishop, though. If they're up a lot of time, they can... Bishop G3, yeah, I wanted to do that, but I just, after king F3, I'm like, I don't know. I might be in a worse off spot. At least now, they take... Okay, we go back. And we're on a light square, but this is obviously winning. We're on a light square, at least. Well, we keep the... We gotta speed up. Like, if we're losing, fine. But I should not use every second of the timer knowing I'm losing at this point. I'm gonna have to play fast. Oh my god. I could... Well, okay, there was a trick. I realized I couldn't have done it now. I was like, oh, what did I do? But no, I couldn't have done it a second ago. Now I could, and they see it. The second I can do it. Yeah, you could have gone rook c8. The problem at first is they could take on f8, so when the knight's gone, you do have that trick, but they caught the trick there. There you go, 97. So they can't push. We're going to take that. All right. And I'm kind of moving a bit aimlessly. I don't have a plan. Uh-oh. They go here. Should I have just... Maybe I should have just traded. Yeah. A minute 24. We don't have much time left. We're down 2 pawns. I can see the writing on the wall, but we're not going to give up. Obviously, it's no point. I could just resign if I wasn't going to try. We can go here. Check. I just don't see the follow-up, but I'm going to do that at least. They go over. Okay. If I could get the second rook involved, like maybe it'd feel like I could do something, but I can't really do that because their bishop is guarding that key square. Yeah. I guess I had to trade. Or move my rook. Oh, I thought they won that. But a minute left. Not a lot to be done. Knight back. Ugh. Sad times, sad times. The knight back here. There's just no... I can't even infiltrate. $49 seconds left. They have 2 minutes. I should have sped up sooner, I think. I can't wait to see this review. Yeah, there, yeah. Just too many passers. I don't even have, like, a piece to fight for me. We go here, and then here. But the knight can't help, which is the problem. If the knight could help, it'd still be losing. But at least there'd be, like, some level of something. Like maybe I look up and this happens. But no, the knight is on h8. The worst possible square. We're going to try and hit the king. But I don't know, d5. I don't know what I was looking at. For a second, I equal the position. Check. But yeah, we just resign. As soon as they get... Well, okay, let's go. Yeah, as long as... But now they just promote's the problem. Yeah. So I can get my knight in. But it doesn't matter. Because I get the queen. Let me slide. Check. Oh, is that not checkmate? Oh, yeah, that's checkmate. Okay, let's look at that game. I think... I didn't even play that bad. 80%, they got 87.7. I just got outplayed. So this is correct. Here, d6, not h6. So you go d6 here, instead of h6 in this line. Alright, the other few moves I played are okay. I need to go here to d6. They go up, I go bishop back. My thought here with bishop back was that I didn't want to go like d6 now and have the bishop cut off. Maybe that's an inaccuracy here, though. So what's the best move here? Rook e8. So you're supposed to keep it flexible. Knight moves. And bishop f8? Yeah, okay. So that's why you don't go h6. You keep it flexible for a longer time. But they castle here. I go up here to d6. They push, take, knight takes, queen takes. Castle, h3, c6. This is all okay, honestly. The mistake is really... Okay, c5 you can't play. So you have to go knight back here to d7. Knight d7. I was worried about f4 here. Oh, f5. How did I not see f5? Yeah, I didn't see f5. And after that, so let's go back, and then f4, f5, g4. Take... Oh, I guess they could push. There, right? Is this the right move? They go f5 after? Yes, they go f5. But if they go f5, they're actually losing. Yeah, I missed that, so I go for c5. But now, this is right, which is sad. Yeah, you have to sack. Sacking a pawn is not even the worst thing here. Which I didn't realize was a sacrifice. I completely just missed. They had 4 attackers somehow. Yeah, here. Oh, I missed a chance to turn it around. I actually have 3 moves to keep the advantage, and I miss all 3. So the first one is rook e5. I don't understand that. Oh, I guess here. Okay, so if they do the same thing they did, bishop here. Oh, you have to take... I thought taking this was a trap. Is it a trap here? I feel like it's a trap here. No, you can take this. Wow, I did not think you could take that. But yeah, rook e5 would have been fine. Rook a5. That actually makes sense to me. I missed both of those, and then bishop g... Oh, bishop g3, and then here. A lot of different things. Option to enable the arrows. What do you mean? Are you saying like during the game? Like you can see the squares you go to? Let's see. What's going on, Eagle? How are you doing today? And let's see. I feel like I missed a few messages. The chess base. That's so what? I know it says a database. It has a lot of games, you're saying? Oh, you want me to show the arrows? I see. So, they go there. I'm still fine after this? Really? Bishop e5. I saw that. I thought that they could just push, and that must not be that good. Huh. I thought that I'd be losing at that point, but no, you just can't do this. Now it is. And you see they slowly grow. No, they mess up again. What? Rook e8? Oh, that makes so much sense. Rook e8 because the bishop's hanging. And now you could just... Oh, wow. Rook d3 you could just take. Rook xb3. You're down a pawn, but now they don't have a complete... Oh, my God. Wow. That is... There's an arrow on chess.com, best moves and threats. Let's see. How do you... Let's see. Okay. There we go. Best move is activated. Okay, a YouTube link. Let me put it here on the side. Thank you for that. put this here so I can see that for the future. Let me put this. Oh, I guess you guys can't hear that anyways. Alright. Alright, let's see. We went King H7, and yeah, I just missed that complete idea. And now it's just, yeah. Alright, that game happened. I think, what's going on? We want to end this next hour off with some blitz. I need some faster chess. Make sure that ChessBase has over the database. You can search for really specific positions. I don't know what I was looking at. I was preparing for a tournament, and I was looking at some database that had people's games and their names and stuff. That was helpful. Was that ChessBase I was on? I don't remember the name. Alright, they go here. Alright, playing 3+0 this time. Not the... Oh. Not 10-0. They move out the way. Let's go knight here. Let's go here. Alright, we kick the queen back. Now we're going to go up here to c5. And we're looking to take something here, take back, hopefully. Have our knight there. Opening tree. Honestly, I do not remember the name whatsoever. Do you have some tips for a dude 700? For 700, I was going over some that's very specific. I was going over some 700 games recently. When I was looking at it, it seemed like the biggest thing that was missing was like a consistent opening, like playing the same thing, not every time, but like I guess having an opening plan. So I'd say if you don't have that, it's definitely some cool videos online that can help you with it. Other than that, it seemed like whoever could just find the other person's blunder was winning. So like at that level, I definitely, take some time with tactics. And it seemed like it was a lot of mistakes happening that even if they played the right or wrong opening, right, they would still end up like losing or winning based off finding or not finding a mistake the other person made was something I noticed. So tactics are really prevalent at that rating range, it seems. Or from that small sample size. It was not, obviously, that it was just one person. But that's what it seemed like. I guess the people they were playing too. But yeah, we can take here. Here I worry because of f3. I guess, no, because their knight's good. I want their knight gone. At any cost, I think. We're going to try and do that. All I remember... Yeah, no problem. I think it was like a... What color? It was like a beige-ish color. If I remember correctly. So, I don't know. Maybe you know the difference between them. I'm at 1200, and almost every game still gets decided by blunders. Okay. So, okay. It's not just 700. Yeah, I was watching it, and I was giving him notes. I'm like, well... Like, yeah, this is true, but you also still could have won. Like, even with that mistake that he made, I'm like, well, you just get a lot of chances, it seems like, there. I just want to go back. Here. Decided by blunders. Really, at 1900? There's got to be more than blunders there, no? G4. Oh, they go F3. I don't know. G4, I think, is a bit stronger. Oh, that's a blunder, actually. Yeah, you can't do that. Bishop there. Nasty work. That would have been horrible. Okay. The problem... Okay, I'm down 10 seconds. Let's lock in. Gotta speed up. Gotta speed up. I'm acknowledging it. Okay, back. Yeah. We get the draw here. Let's see what happened in that game. I was like, yeah, if I could somehow... Oh, we had a high accuracy game, to be honest. I couldn't figure out a way to go forward, and I think because it's not one. They had a 90.6% accuracy. I had 91%. So a pretty good game there. And it ends in a draw. No points gained or lost, but that felt pretty fair. You got next. So today I'm just doing some rated games online. On Sunday, I think I'll have the viewer tournaments. Here's the follow, Devon. I think I'll have them on Sunday. Let's see. Yeah, the wing gambit. Someone, Ali, he showed me that one time. That did look interesting. Now this is something I need to have a good response to, because this happened to me in the U.S. Open, and I like just crumbled and I got crushed. I have to have a better response. So it's bishop f5. Okay, bishop f5, bishop back, and then a queen here. Okay. And I did what? I did this instead. F6? F6 is the best move. Wow. I would have never played F6. How did someone ever figure that out? How to checkmate? I keep getting people in check, but I have trouble mating. Yeah, we can do that. I can't say I'll spend like super long on it, but I can do that for like 5 minutes after I review this game. Let's see. But yeah, I go here hitting the bishop. I go knight here to F6. I'll go through 2 basic checkmates kind of quickly. But yeah, they go up here to E3. Yeah, and I kick the queen back. The problem here, they could take my queen, but I don't know. I'd rather play black, even though the evaluation bar, the pawn up here, I guess they could just go there. Fair enough. Either way, it's fine. We go all the way up. Usually I don't play C4. This time it felt too good, because I have A5 or A4 as well, like in tandem with it. So that's kind of the thing. I castle, the knight slides in. This is a blunder. Oh, knight here. Oh my god. I was trying to calculate a way that this was a mistake. And I looked at it for 20 seconds, and I was like, oh, they can't do that. Okay, they can't do that. They can't do that. And I missed the most obvious move, or the least obvious move. Then the knight takes here, and I'm losing. Well, how do I get 91% accuracy if I played a move like that? Must have played good outside of it. That seems like that's a big enough mistake to not get 91%. How do I have a higher accuracy? They're winning twice in the game. Okay. And now we're back even. Yeah, back even now. So here's the draw. Let's see where they're plus 1.1. Okay, here, if they go G4, I think I had said that too. Yeah, G4 felt pretty scary. And they go for F5, so I also thought that. I wanted to go here, or take this and go here. I'm like, well, the queen sliding in, it's, yeah, that's the problem. So I do that instead. There, here, and we just get the draw. They're still better. I thought so. I was worried about this. And it didn't play. I was like, okay, cool. And we go here. Let me just repeat. I wanted to play for a win because I have a chance to create this outside passer. The problem here, right, is that this is hanging. Yeah, that's the problem here. And there, if I want to get my bishop over to defend it, then this is hanging. It was too much to go for. 30 seconds left, I just accept the draw, right? It's not the worst, not the end of the world. I'm going to do something real quick. Someone asked me to show them checkmate, so we're going to spend like a short time going through a... Oh, it might even be better if I don't know if you can see my screen with the crop. Let me set up the position real quick. So we can, I'm going to show them 2 rooks, and then queen and king. Oh, that might be a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be that long. Here, here, here. Okay. So the idea, or we're not going to go here instantly. I probably should put the king in the center, so give me 1 second. Here, 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 here. Okay, so this is on the board, and for those who know this could be a refresher on what to do here when you see the 2 rooks. So when the king's here in the center, what you want to do is you want to try and force the king to either the 8th rank, right? Or you want to force the king or the 1st rank. Like this, I guess, the H file, the A file, the 8th rank, or the 1st rank. So I'll show you both ways. So here, you check. Let's say they go back. Check. They go here. So now if you go down, right, they would take your rook. So because of that, you have to slide back over, and you're resetting this way. So say they go here, you check. Here, check, here. And they're not close enough, so that would be checkmate there. So that's the lateral way. Let's show the other way. So let's say you want to do it to the, let's say the A file. So I would probably slide here. I'm cutting off this entirety of the board. This is what? 3, 8, 24 squares gone. They go here. I get my king out the way. Probably wouldn't need your king. Usually you teach me without the king, but online I don't think you can. So let's say they go here. We bring the rook here. We're cutting off another file. Also opposition, so you didn't need to use this rook, but yeah, we go here. They have to get out the way. Go all the way down. You want to keep distance from the king. That's the idea. We'll go here again. And now you can see they keep coming for it. Check. I get closer again. Here. Check. And wherever they go, this next will be checkmate. Alright, so that's the first one. We'll go... The other one's a little bit longer, but I'll just show like an example of it real quick. And I'll talk you through like the ideas behind it, but I won't go too in depth. Let's go here, 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 here. Boom, 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 boom. 1 sec. Here, 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 here. Okay. So the idea here is that you... Oh, again, I should probably start with the king in the center. Let's go here. Okay. And then here. So, and they go here. So as white's move, the first thing, similar to the last checkmate, you're trying to limit where the queen can go, right? Or where the king can go. Now, this is the best move. I'm not going to show you that way. That's not how I would have done it. This is honestly better, I think, for showing it, too. But you would go here. Everything's about taking away space from the king. You're guarding. You're taking all this away, right? You're taking this entirety of the third rank down. So the best move they're saying is to go back, okay? So I would take more space here. They're trying to get you to checkmate like in that way. But we're trying to go for the 8th rank for these purposes. Alright, we're cutting off the queen here. Wherever they go, they can lose more space. Like they go here, then you have this idea of going queen down, right? Queen e2. The king's cut off from all of these files here. But we're going to do the 8th rank. They go back this way instead, okay? Go back here, queen b5, cutting off more space. And eventually you have to get your king involved, right? You can't checkmate with just the queen. It's not possible. Here, here, here. Now the king involved, how do we continue? They go here. We can go queen here now, cutting off more space. The best move is here, and now you go queen d7. And once the queen gets to here, or here if the king's here, you just keep the queen still, get away from the king for no stalemate, and you just slide this over, and now you get checkmate there. Alright. That's like a quick version of it. I have like a longer video on my YouTube, but I kind of just do that, but longer. Let's go to this next game here. We get black again. Alright, let's go here for e5. Go here for the Petrov. I don't know how to fix it, I'll be honest. Yeah, no problem, no problem. I don't know how to fix things of that nature, so I would not be of help to you. Take here. Is this a gambit? I'm not familiar with this gambit, so maybe they're about to cook me, and I don't know what's happening. Here they go here. Okay. And then back. I wonder, could they have gone a queen up? Maybe they could have. I've never seen this gambit before. The more you know, huh? Here. I'm so confused. Yeah, we'll definitely go in depth on this review. Because I have no idea what to do here. Only castle? First time for everything, I guess. Let's get our king out the center of the board. Here I guess they take that. So now do I go for this? Take here, maybe you can try and trap with c6. And then go there. This is such a weird opening. And is taking my time as well. I'm very confused what's happening. Like, what am I looking at right now? We take... They're just giving up the chess pieces. But there must be an attack I'm not aware of. Okay. Oh, okay. I think I see now. The idea is that this is a checkmate, right? And then it's also a draw there. Well, I guess I would just have to take the draw. What? Why? Why? I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay. I have 26 seconds though. Yeah. It worked. It threw me completely. I don't know what I'm doing. Threw me completely off. I got crushed. Yeah, I have to go through that. I was so confused. I used all my time trying to get through the opening. They didn't even play it accurately. Sometimes you just gotta play aggressive. So you can take this and go d6, actually. I was worried about queen e2 of d6. You can just go knight back, and it's okay. And move their bishop here to g5. And then bishop e7. Okay, knight takes here. I've never seen that before. Okay, so I can take, and I have to go d6 and move 2. And if they go bishop here, what do I do? You can go a6. They go back. b5. Oh, b5. They go back here. This is like, wow, my mind's being blown right now. I've never heard of this. f5 here to guard the knight in the center. What do they do after that? They castle. c6. This is sharp too. Like, it's not too much to keep the advantage with black, even though you're up a pawn, it looks like. The fundamentals of chess to my everyday life. Do you have like a specific like what fundamental, I guess? I mean, maybe I do and I don't think about it. But not like intentionally. Let's see. They're already out of 3 out of bishop d3. Oh, okay, the Dalian. Oh, yeah, I thought I saw Narditsky. I was like, I know the same guy, yeah. That's Dalian Narditsky. Let's go here. Back. Have we played before? No. Okay, knight up. Can we get a win? This is the question. Let's go here. Queen c2. Knight here. And then knight here hitting the queen. Let's go here. Alright, we have bishops off. Let's go here to a4. They go for c4. You get that square. Okay, let's bring our rook here. Here. And then here. Because push we would take. Alright, we will not be down. However much I was just down again. That I will promise myself. Cannot do that again. Okay. Here. We're looking to bring this over. They can't really push, right? I have too many defenders. We're going to bring this other rook here. Staring down this open file, and we're down. Oh, they sack. Okay. I'm getting some tactical savants here, man. Here. Here. It seems like this should work. They go here, we slide over, and then up, and then here. I think there is thinking 3 steps ahead of things and people. I guess when I'm riding my bike, I could say that's true. Like, I'm always aware. I don't know if that's chess or, like, survival instincts, though. But like, that's, like, the closest I could say. Like, I am always aware of what someone else could or what they might do that is not the correct thing to do. But just, like, under the assumption that they won't perform, like, optimally. Optimally. There we go. We slide our king over. Take. This is not fun. The knight looks almost trapped, though. They have to go there. And here. Wow. I just don't know what to do. We can go, like, here they take this. Here. Man. 48 seconds left. Okay, I have to make a decision. It's just difficult. They sacrifice, but the activity seems well worth it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That's checkmate. They slide in there. You have to take. Yeah, man. That attack, that got me there. Queen slides in. We have to slide out the way. And they take this. Here. Yeah. I gotta see what happened in that game. Dude, the sack. It must be okay after they sack, but I just could not figure my way out of it. I had an 87% accuracy. They had an 89.2, though. They just outplayed me here. I want to go to the... This is the blunder. If you just go F3. F3, rook over. Where does the queen go? Oh, queen E1, it's okay. Really? And then the queen slides here to F5. Man. And now you're fine. I just have to find F3. Missing some moves, and now she goes completely losing. You have to find F3 here, and then queen E1. The F3 part I was okay. It's the queen E1 that seemed incorrect. Like, I thought going too far as being hit, I have to get away. But sometimes, and I was just saying the same thing. Just because it looks bad does not mean it's bad. Alright, go to the next one. Let's see if we can strike back here after that loss there. We have, like, what, 4-ish more games? Alright, get white again. Let's strike in this one. Let's go here. Up, knight here to F3. H3, bishop E2. Castle. Up. A4, and then knight BD2. Let's go rook E1. I've been playing knight C4 a lot recently. Now it doesn't seem like it's gonna do much. Let's go here, setting up E4 maybe. Okay, they go back. Okay, now we could set this up and go for D5. I need to get... Yeah, I'm gonna move slow, because here... Oh, no. I was saying I'm gonna move slow, but they can't get this out just yet. So take... Get out the way. They slide in. Hitting. So take. here. Let's go here. This bishop's not doing much, and theirs is kind of obsolete, so I could just lose that. We're down 30 seconds. They slide over, okay, here. They have this really good bishop, but it's staring at nothing. And they rotate their bishop around. Now I'm considering taking. The problem is they have this f5 idea after. So what if I go g4 first? But then g4, then they just take. That's what I don't love about it. I don't want to trade this off. So I'm gonna... Oh, this is free. Well, yeah. Here, and then we go knight here. Oh. Okay, slide out the way. This is guarded for now. Knight here looking to take the bishop off the board. They could go down. They don't go down, though. Okay. We'll take that. We go over. We're down 20 seconds. Okay, slide and hit in my knight. Well, I have to go back this way, then. And you guard this, too. So now I go bishop down, trying to trade this off. And then there, the knight can activate. So bishop down to force some pieces off the board. We're down 18 seconds. Down that pawn after g3. Oh, the rook has to take, actually. Yeah, taking here, they take. This is crazy. There's nothing you can... Because you can't go here. Oh, wait, no, you could go here. You could go here. And have the knight take. They offer the queen exchange. We're playing down a pawn here the rest of this game. But hopefully we can... No, they don't go for it. Yeah. Why would they? Why would they go for the queen trade? I don't like the queen trade. Usually when you're down, you don't want to. But here it makes sense to. Because their pieces are just too good, right? That's the main problem that I'm having. Alright, going here, hitting the bishop. We're now in 13 seconds. They could check. We still just go here. I don't love that, but the alternative felt worse. Oh, the knight slides in now. Oh, that's not quite checkmate. And we get flagged. Dude, there was a chance there. There was a chance there. The accuracies were low, but the end game, queen. Wait, no, the queen is free. The queen was free. No, we lose there on time. I want to see what happens on this side. Yeah, it's losing. Was the king move right? Which king square was better? So up, here, here. Okay, that was okay. No, you... Oh, queen down. I just missed queen f2. This felt wrong. Yeah, that was worse. So I went king here, but I missed queen f2 here instead. And this way I would have been able to, what, force something. You could take here. They go here to c2. Alright, well. I don't want to go over too much. We're going to go to the next game. We're on a bit of a skid here, but we can still turn this around. It does not have to be... We get white again. They said we're going to get you a position you feel comfortable in. Alright, let's go here to e3 and then knight f3. 2 was that? A couple games. Pressure on the clock and the board. So we're going to have to play faster. So we want to get pressured one way. Let's not get pressured the other way. Let's go here to d3. Let's go here to c3. a4, so they can't get this b5. Okay, we go +1. Come on, come on. Now, Thinker played this against me, actually, and there is an idea of a queen trap. Okay, we're going to castle here now. King safe. Queen down. Knight's going to move. And then we're going to offer the queen exchange. Okay, take this. Okay, here, honestly. Oh, wait, here the bishop slides in. Okay, we gotta be careful with the bishop sliding in. And we're trying to bring our rook over here. The problem was before they could have went bishop b4, but now we can get the rook here to a1, hitting the queen. That best opening for white. I don't know the best. I tell you what, I play the London, but I don't know if it's the best opening though. I don't know if there is a best. It's probably just whatever you can play effectively would be the answer. But the London's a solid one. The Italian, a lot of people play that. Not something I play. All right, let's take this here. Okay. If you go here, they go down. They could have tried to keep it with bishop back. It would have been an interesting hold. I think they could have kept it though. Okay, we're down 6 seconds. Not crazy, not crazy. Okay, what can I figure out? Bring our rook here to b1 next. I'm not going to repeat again. Yeah, here. We're down 11 seconds, but it feels like in a good spot. Exchange. Okay, back here we're hitting this. There's no checkmate. Are they guard? It's not checkmate. Oh my god. That is checkmate. That you cannot avoid. Wow. Just F5. And there's nothing I can do. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, they don't play it. Okay, they don't play it. How can I escape? Let's see. And I set up a counter attack with bishop e5. Oh, you repeat. Okay, I'll take it. We stopped the skid. We get a draw there. I could have drawn that one easier than I made it. Let's see the accuracies first. Bang. We're playing not great chess. So I am winning here. I have to go for F3, hitting the knight back. I'm shortening the reviews because I want to get as many games as possible. I'm going to be on for about 15 more minutes. So we're going to play another game. Straight to that. I got some points for that draw. I'll take it. We go back positive. We get some points back. All right, so we get black here. Another 2,400. If you win this one, we can get a lot of points. Let's go up here to D5. We can get 12 to be exact. Let's go C6. Exchange. Now let's go here. If they push, we can just go queen back. And then go for this B6 idea. Queen takes. You're staring there. You're going bishop A6 next, potentially. They go. Now they have this knight idea, and you can't slide back in. Very, very nice. There, over. Take here. I think I'm just going to castle, if I'm being honest. I don't want to deal with this. Let's just go back. I'm not going to be able to guard that, but we're going to accept it. Take. Oh, they give me a slight chance to protect it. They didn't have to take that. They could have just kept my... Yeah, they didn't have to let me do that. Okay, let's go here. Here. Okay, we defended that. Not sure how, but I'm not losing. I should have been losing after that, though. It was mistake chess. A lot of mistakes in it. Okay, here. They could just go... Okay, let's try this, though. See what they do. I was going to go here. I was going to try and trick them. Here, take, knight takes. Knight here. Here takes, knight in. And we have a problem, right? We can't do that. Let's go here. We're going to have to try and break the other direction. Looking to go here. This is still protected with the king here now. This other rook can roam free. We're down 40 seconds, though. Now, just one defender is needed. There's no fork. We're looking to bring our rook over. We're down 40. Okay, come on. Speed up some. Let's go here. They go up. All right. We're down about 30 seconds. That's funny. We both had the same idea. It was to get our knight to a different square, reroute it. Okay, got down to 12 seconds. It was 40. That's a big difference. Oh, they can take back. Oh, I'm too quick. Too quick. Oh, wait, okay. I still have it. Wait, how do you draw? Okay, check. They get it. Not able. How do you hold that? There's got to be some way you can hold that, though. The accuracy, dude. I had a good game. They had a 93% accuracy. I had 88.7. I just got outplayed. 2,700 expected to 2,650. I just got outplayed where it mattered. Like here. So if you go here to A4, and then we'll play one more game after this, then I'll have to go. Here. No, it's still losing. Okay, so it's losing this whole time. Unless you go for this A4 idea. Let's see. Let's go to this next one. Let's go to this next one here. Alright. Alright, I guess last one here. Alright, D4, bishop here, F4. What's going on, tree work? Appreciate the likes. So almost at 7,000. Let's go here to E2. Here. I'll take it, man. You want to give me 2 points? Nah, he doesn't go for it. Let's go up. Here to H3. We can go here to C3, knight BD2. Oh, they go here attacking on B2. Let's bring our queen back. Okay. Let's go here. Okay, bishop's active. They slide in. This isn't really free. Right, it's not really free. We're going to castle. Now it actually is free. Yeah, they go defend it now. It would have been free had they left that there. Alright, let's go here. If they take this knight, replaces it, still guarding the queen. So no problem, no worry on that front. Alright, let's hit the queen. Now they have to make a choice. Trade something or get off this. They're probably going to trade. Because going queen back seems too passive. Or that. I guess that is not bad either. Okay, let's slide here. So now this knight can move if I wanted it to. And I do think I want it to. We're going to go here in the center. Equal time usage so far out of the opening. Take. Do I want to go to an end game? I don't know with my track record today. Yeah, I guess I'll go for it, though. I don't know what else I could do, to be honest. Let's go here. If they go here, I might go knight f1 and then go f3. I think they will do that. And I think this will happen on the board. Because I don't want to trade and give them this amalgamation of these 3 pawns. They actually do it a different way. They move their knight in. Now, this isn't hanging. If you take the rook slides in or the pawn, I mean, either way, I guess both would be kind of bad. Like, I don't know if there's a good option for what I'm saying. But it feels like I should not keep that there. Take. Well. Okay, I don't want to take that if I'm being honest. That's free. I do get now why I had to do that. That is free on a5. I have to take. I don't want to take, but I can't lose it for free, right? That's not good. It's not a good thing. Let's go up here. All right, down 17 seconds. Even though they go here, you'd still be able to take that. They slide their rook over. We have an in the position. And they actually can't get... They can only get back this way. We're giving this to try and win this one. We're down 13 seconds. Now we have 2 pawns to attack. This one's not isolated though. One of them is isolated. We go back here hitting this and this. I feel like you could... There's some way you can guard both pawns though that I don't see right now. Maybe not. They can't. Here. Maybe, I think I did that wrong. Oh, dude, these tactics that they're playing against me. Take. I'm just going to have to do this. I don't have enough time to calculate. I don't know if you have to do that. I don't have enough time to calculate it through, to be honest. I just have to do something. Oh, you can't go here. Oof, that was a huge blunder. We get the win, huh? Finally. Oh my god. We finally get the win. I don't think I said anything for like a minute. Dude, I'm like, I gotta get one win in. In our daily game, I did not see it, but I know you're winning. I was getting cooked in all the daily games. Finally, dude. I was getting smoked. The accuracy, who cares? Who cares? It was not a good accuracy game. We do it on a win, and didn't even do it, like, to be climactic. I do have to get off at 9. I think I mentioned earlier. So quick announcements or quick things to reiterate before I hop off stream. Thank you guys for watching. I know I don't do this as often. I want to try and do this a little bit more, the rated streams, and get back to the every other day. But we had today. So 2 things. Next Thursday I'll be playing another streamer. His name is Full Strive. First to 30 bullet wins in a bullet match. I still need a commentator for that. I'll work on that tomorrow probably. I need a commentator for that event. And then on Friday I'm trying to get people to do the chess science experiment with me. If you're interested in that, it's in my link tree. And then lastly, if you want to support a freeway, if you already pay for chess.com, I now have an affiliate link. If you do that, I get some small commission, and obviously don't buy it for me. But like if you're already paying for it and you don't have someone you're using, that's the way to help me out. But thank you guys for joining up. I want to end on TikTok first. We're going to raid on Twitch. So thank you guys for joining in here on TikTok. Hope see you guys. Not tomorrow. Actually, I won't be on tomorrow. I will. Oh, the last tactic. We can go through that real quick. But I'll be on Sunday. But not tomorrow. Friends are coming up. We're going to play Catan and games. Apparently, what did I miss? So here, what could I have done? This is a blunder. What are you supposed to do? Rook here? What? No. What does it say the best move is? Oh, rook here to e6. Oh my god, they can't. Okay. Well, I missed that. But I'll catch you guys later here. Amine, appreciate the donation. Catch you guys later on TikTok. Thank you guys very much. And then here on YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate you guys as well. What is the forum for? Oh, the forum. So that is, if you fill it out, I don't know who I'll pick. I mean, it's not that many people, so if you fill it out, you probably do it. But I need people in different rating ranges from 1,000 to 2,000. That's my idea there. And then I don't even see who could I even raid. Do you guys have someone? I guess it's just you two in here. Do you guys have someone you want to raid by chance? Win for what? Yeah, so it's a bullet. I'm doing like this bullet thing. So it's an equation you're supposed to use to see who you can beat. Like how many times you should beat someone of a different rating. And I have some expected scores that really AI calculated. I didn't do the calculations, but we'll see how close I get to that is the idea. Divinity. All right. / raid. I am Divinity. Explain again. So, let me type this in first. I am Divinity. Alright, I won't hit send just yet. But the idea is that there's this equation for chess players that if you're this rating, you can put 2 ratings and see the expected score of like the higher rated person or any person. Like if you put the same rating, it'd just be like 5, right? Because the denominator end up being 1. So I have an equation. I have the expected outcomes, and we're going to see how close I get to the expected outcomes. So I want to do 1,000 to 2,000 first, and then 2,000 or 2,100 to 3,000 after. I couldn't do one in the same stream because me and Rob are both like, yeah, this is a lot, because he's the commentator. So yeah. All right, let me send this raid in, and we're going to raid Divinity. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube as well. I'll be on Sunday. I won't be on tomorrow. Yeah, everything is in my link tree that you need to know if you want to support or you want to do the thing. But yeah, let me start this up. Catch you guys later on YouTube here.